Hey everybody, we're here with the final day of CoachChamps 2025. I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold. Joining me is Grandmaster Arturs Nakshans. Welcome, Arturs, to the show.
Yeah, hi Ben. Of course, it's a privilege to be here. The final day of such a long, can I say, even grueling tournament, because
Yeah,
nothing really works as it was supposed to work. For me, some other coaches, the results are really unpredictable. Like, we had three nerve-wracking tournaments in the past 3 days, and I believe, Ben, that today this tournament it's not going to be any different.
yeah. Let's look at the format. We have 8 coaches, each of their students from 4 rating groups. Today we're doing the under 2000. The time control is 10 plus 2. The coaches get points based on students' performance. And right now, all the coaches are still in it for the top 3, except for me. I'm the coach left out. So everybody's gonna be furrowing their brow trying to figure out what's going on with their students. And I'll just be hoping for one of my students to do well. Coaches don't play, but the students do. This graphic, this is the under 2000 today. This matches up the students with their coaches. You can see my coach is JJ0268 and Archer's coach is Olzek.
Yep. So I was actually very, very happy with my choice. Like, this was, again, all the choices we selected back like 1 month ago. Mm-hmm. And Olzek, I felt, was a very, very promising student. And I was one of the last ones to select, so I felt very fortunate to do it. And also, he suited me perfectly for the time control. He lives in Kazakhstan. So for me, like, I'm residing in Riga, Latvia. Every student basically to the east, it's a bit easier to organize better training sessions. And we worked a lot. Like with Olzek, I'm curious how he's going to do it. Like I already said, all the previous 3 tournaments, they felt like they're full of surprises. For example, yesterday, Drama Queen was supposedly the pre-tournament ELO favorite, and yet nothing worked for her. So I'm hoping that Olzek is going to do well. But of course, every single coach gets input, a tremendous amount of work. And these are the current standings before the final tournament.
Right, we have a 3-way tie for first with Dina Levy and Robert Ramirez with 16 points. Close behind at 15 points is Jan and David. Then Archers, you have 14 points. You're still fighting for the top 3 spaces. Andres has 10, and I only have 6. So I'm fighting for last. I'm fighting.
I don't think, Ben, that I'm really fighting for anything here. Like, of course, for me to get the top 3, I would need a lot of luck. And after yesterday, I just decided, listen, I mean, the tournament is very unpredictable. And what I told to my student, Ben, is that do not think about the result. Do not think about your coach, because this is usually that the students are they're telling to the coach after the tournament or before the tournament, I'm so nervous. I know this directly influences you. Yeah. They're fighting for us. So what I'm telling to them is just play for yourself. I mean, play for your own happiness and try to just make it a good result. But again, I mean, there's so much at stake here. And Ben, I mean, this is I think for most of the players, their very first real serious tournament. So that's why, I mean, most of the players, they are very nervous.
That's right. And the only people more nervous than the players are the coaches. So we have a full day of chess ahead of us. Here are the pairings for round 1. We see Olzek is playing Gothenburgis. That's your student. My student is playing Vitom, and it's a round robin, so everybody plays everybody. This is the round 1 pairings. There's going to be 7 rounds because there's 8 players, and we have a full day of chess ahead of us.
Right, and I haven't really checked their current rating, so I think technically a small ELO favorite is Asmoada, who is playing against Lagando with the black color, and then technically the second by rating is Olzek. As you can see, he's rated currently 1917, but I don't think Ben this really matters. I mean, all that matters is how you're performing in this particular day. And as you can see in our bird's eye view, the round one is officially on.
That's right. We have a Jobava London and Oljak's game. We have an advanced Carol Khan and Logan's game with Asmoata. One game seems like it hasn't started yet, Maskey Chess and Phoebe Witt. And JJ0268, they have a Hungarian defense from Vitom in a Joko Piano.
Right. This bishop e7 is a bit unusual move. I think that JJ missed a slightly better continuation. Speaking about Oljak's choice, I mean, like I was working with him a lot during this past month. He's very, very dedicated student, works a lot himself. That's the game on the left corner. And he said to me that he really likes the Jibava, like he studied it a lot. And I think also the system itself has become quite popular lately. Like I used to treat the Jibava London like not a very serious opening, but I mean, there's a couple of interesting dynamics. So yeah, why not?
Yeah, we have three interesting games. Probably the most interesting is Logan Logando 2805 has an advanced Carol Khan, and Black's king is already going for a walk. The king is on f7.
Maybe you could check that game first. What do you think? All right, so this is the Caro-Kann advanced variation. The current position, the king is on f7. Tabulation bar says that Asmoata slightly mixed something, but I don't really know. Like knight e5 immediately is a mistake by Logando. He tries to exploit the king on f7. Maybe I'll just go back a bit from the beginning so that we see what happened here. So this was the start of the Caro. Ben, what's your relationship with the Caro-Kann? Do you play it yourself, or do you like to play it against it?
I've played it with Black, and here I play h5 instead of h6. I think because of what happened in the game, White gets a big pawn storm going on the king side.
Right. This e6 is a very dangerous idea because it seems like it's an extra pawn, but actually here Black has problems to complete development. I don't know, what is the move? Right. F4 or bishop d3? You probably know it a bit better.
I think bishop d3 is the main move. I know for Black playing h5 more than h6. I try to avoid these positions.
Right. All right, so queen d6 is a rejection immediately. So Black says, I'm not going to take your pawn. I'm happy for you to take on f7, but I'm about to play e5 and try to exploit weakening of your own king. So that's why here White plays f4 to stop e5, also prepping knight f3, knight e5. I mean, dear viewers, you're looking at this and visually White's position literally makes no sense because this is move number 9 and White has not developed a single piece. Yet Stockfish says this is great. Right.
Yeah, Black has developed the king and the queen and White has developed nothing.
Yeah, and king e8 is responded. Despite the fact, Ben, I like White's position more because White does enjoy the space advantage and White still can castle. Bishop d3, the idea to take on h7, also queen d3, queen g6, these are ideas. Knight e5, f takes on e5. The king cannot castle the long side, by the way. So Black's position is a bit problematic.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, Black has already made 2 king moves, so Black's not going to castle this game. Black can castle next game. And bishop d3 was played as you suggested.
Yeah, it looks very, very logical. And as you can see, Asmoata is at the moment thinking about her choices. I actually had a chance to meet her. Like, she was one of the streamers present of the TwitchCon, which was organized this June in Netherlands. I was one of the lucky ones also to participate, and she was also as one of the fellow streamers to come by. So it was really, really nice to meet her in person. I think we have to check another game. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, there's yeah. In fact, let's make sure that all four games have started. One of our games hadn't started yet. Let's look at the bird's eye view again. Okay, so Masky Chess and Phoebe Witt have uh, have started their game.
Right. The b3 bishop b2 and bishop d3, pretty interesting setup. I have taught this to some of my students. It gives white nice attacking chances. I like it. I think for this level, it definitely makes sense. And Muskie is the student of Gotham Chess, so it seems that Levy has worked a lot with his students in this past month.
Yeah, I play this way when I play Bullet and Blitz. I'll play this way with white, trying for a quick attack against the Black King.
All right, maybe we can now go to my student's game, and then we can
Two
check your
students.
student's
Yeah.
game. Yeah, so here is Olzek. And first thing I'm noticing is that Olzek has spent quite a lot of time. Like he has already, this is move 11, spent 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Starting well is going to be very, very important. And yeah, there's my scout report that I created for Olzek before the tournament. And what I noticed is that he does a lot of homework. Like he asked me to give him a lot of materials. He was studying all the study guides. Like I advised him, Ben, that he should study my uh, the study guide 1800 plus. So he literally uh, read every single article, every single video, and he typically is very good at end games. But as he said himself, sometimes he has problems with um, psychology. Like he tends to tilt. I mean, who of us doesn't, right? So
Yeah,
I'm
tilting is
really hoping.
easy. Yeah, this seems like Black is equalized out of the opening. I don't see any problems for Black. Black has the two bishops. Black's bishop on c8 isn't very good right now. White just played e4. That's an interesting move.
That's a move I slightly. I'm not sure. I wanted to say I do not like, but maybe there's nothing wrong with that one. I'm curious where did this last square bishop go, because this is something, Ben, you definitely can relate to, because both of us, we are GMs. Like it's a small secret at the GM level or maybe professional level that one of the most favorite advantages for chess professionals is the so-called bishop advantage, and white just doesn't have it. And knight takes on e4 immediately feels as not a right move because it just creates a weakness on d3 for no good reason.
Yeah, I thought he was going to recapture with the pawn on d3. Now Black can play bishop e7, and White is saddled with that weak d pawn.
And yet he takes it. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Well,
that was quite surprising.
yeah, I'm surprised he took on e4. Then played a quick queen e7. This position looks pretty equal. But yeah, your student is playing a little bit slower than his opponent.
That he is. And we worked a lot with Olzek on time management. I mean, time management was the biggest issue for all four students. And this
Uh,
is pretty much, we were like, I was repeating all the time, think, try to formulate, do not make automatic moves, no automatic captures, no 2-second moves. And I was like chanting the same stuff over and over and over for a month, right? And the second thing, specifically with Olzek, that we worked on, that was converting, because converting is also something that many players, I mean, not even at this level, like any level, everybody has issues
mhm.
by bringing home the the expected result. And I think we made some good progress, but I, I think he's spending a bit too much time here. Yeah, maybe it's nerves.
Yeah, it's very nerve wracking. Your first important tournament, and you're playing, as part of a team. So there's more thought that goes into the decisions.
Yeah.
Let's get the bird's
Ace
eye
takes.
view again and see some other games.
Yeah, that's a good call. So what do we see? Musky chess also we have not yet seen. That's the b3 bishop b2. I would like to call it as, I mean, I recently made a bootcamp about Nimzo Dutch from the black's perspective. And this is
Hmm.
not Nimzo Dutch from the white's perspective. This is some bird opening Larsen bird. Maybe it doesn't really matter. But I like white.
Black trades on e5. White takes with a pawn.
F takes on e5. So Emanuel Lasker would be proud, the second world champion, that White has positioned two bishops against the Black King. There's the very famous Lasker sacrifice to bishops. I don't think here it's going to happen though. So he once famously sacrificed two bishops, exposed the king, and delivered the checkmate. Queen h5 is a lovely move. Rook f3, rook g3, maybe queen h6. The pawn on h6 is something we call a hook, is a target. Also, if white brings the knight on b1 in the game, like knight c3, knight e2, something, knight f4, Black's position is a bit shaky here, Ben, because if he at some point, let's say, plays f6 and reacts, he might actually suffer because of this weakness on g6. I'm talking about some kind of a battery.
Yeah, Black's position is quite passive here, and the natural reaction to play f6 to get some space weakens the white squares too much. So difficult position for Black to start out with, and Black has less time also.
And Ben, there was one thing that I spotted immediately. Like, I tried to recreate a very famous maneuver by Fischer. Like, at some point, I'm thinking, could there be a room for rook f6 at some point? So let's say if Black plays queen e8, he wants to play f5. Could there be a room for rook f6 here? Maybe there's a mate. I don't know. Like this. Knight c3, rook f1. It's probably too slow.
Yeah, I think instead of bishop takes f6, queen takes h6 right away, so the knight can't come in and help. After bishop f6, white, yeah. No. After bishop takes f6,
You're right. Absolutely
there's
right. Of
queen
course.
h6 right away.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay,
Maybe
but
your
that's a
idea is
pretty advanced
okay.
idea. Yeah, against who was this? I forgot. Yeah, there was his immortal game against. I forgot. All right,
The
my
rook
memory
f6, I think that was against Benko.
against Benko. Yeah, like okay, I'm gonna trust you with this one. I don't remember. I just remember the maneuver. I'm not very good with names, but there's one more game. There's one more game we can check. And that's your student, Ben, JJ0268 against Vitom, one of the possibly pre-tournament ELO favorites. Again, maybe it doesn't really matter. He's close to 1900. JJ is slightly lower rated. Uh, doesn't really look good for JJ, does it?
No, he's got a nice knight on f5, but his kingside structure is completely destroyed.
Right, bishop takes on g5. It seems that a couple of moves ago, white made a pretty serious mistake. So where was this? I'm wondering. Oh, knight e5, a pin. After the opening, this was seemingly a problem. White reacted h3, which was responded with bishop takes on f3 and not knight takes on f3. I thought black's gonna accept the pawn. No, he saw something else. Knight g5. And
Yeah,
white
that
had to give
f
up the
pawn's
bishop.
pretty weak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really nice play by Black. And unfortunately for my student, he has 1 minute left on the clock. So the clock's not helping him either.
All right, and but by the way, there's some major development in the game of my student against Gothenburgess. So maybe we can very quickly jump to that game because I see the evaluation
Mhm.
bar just jumped through the roof, and it seems that Gothenburgess just blundered a piece. I was looking at this position like couple of, I mean, when we checked this last, and I thought the black was doing absolutely fantastic, Ben. He has two
Mhm.
bishops. He's about to play e5. He's doing great. So rook c6. I think he forgot about the bishop here on b5. Slightly careless move. a4 marks as a miss, and apparently here black could have played bishop e3, hitting the queen, hitting the rook on c1. Some tactics were working
And the
here.
bishop on
Black,
F4, yeah.
yeah, and black missed it. He included a trade automatically here and forgot that the bishop on b6 is hanging. Crazy.
Uh-huh. Your student doesn't have a lot of time, but they're going to have an extra piece, so that's going to help.
I mean, yeah. What was there was this common belief, like, but I think this mainly applies to blitz games. Like, if you have one extra minute in a blitz game, that feels like an extra pawn.
Hmm.
Not really sure if this is if this is applicable here. So I mean, Gothenburg chess, or should I say Gothenburg chess? But he's not Levy's student. He's from Gothenburg. That's a Swedish city. I've been there actually. I think so. I love Sweden.
Yeah, I was surprised that Gotham Chess didn't pick Gothenburg Chess.
Yeah, Levy had very interesting ways how he was selecting students. I remember the drafting, and he said, "Oh, this guy has my profile picture, and I'm gonna select the guy." Or there was a
Yeah,
quote
that's a
of
good
him,
idea.
and this means he's a fan. All
Well,
right, maybe let's go to the
time's getting
overview.
closer. Yeah, look. Yeah, let's do the overview. Yeah.
Logando is completely crushing against Asmada. He has extra pawn, and that's what I was telling about, like at the start of the broadcast. Because again, I mean, these ratings, I'm not sure this really matters. I mean, Asmada technically is a rating favorite. She's like 2050 or 60, and this is under 2000 category. And
Hmm.
Logando was like 1700 or 1800, but it doesn't really matter when it comes to an actual tournament.
No, I agree. The ratings don't matter very much.
Rook f8. Do you think, Ben, black can still set up some kind of a fortress? Doesn't look very likely, though. Like, trade both rooks? But yeah, now after e6, I don't think this opportunity is going to be there anymore.
Yeah, this looks really bad for Black. Black has a minute less on the clock. Also, the players are
He's
getting in time trouble. The worst position and the worst time is my student. 20 seconds left.
Oh, and also look at this. There's Logando can win the game on the spot by rook f5. Take could f6. Small trick. e7 seal the deal, but he
Hmm.
missed it. And let me just pull it again back on the screen. So this was the position here. Rook takes on f6, was winning the game on
Hmm.
the spot. Everything was, of course, winning. G takes, e7 checked. You couldn't take the rook. That's a fork. You just win a piece. So small trick could have won the game, but of course, white is still very much in charge. Bishop d6, what a domination here.
Yeah, this is completely winning for White. We're going to see a lot of results come in at the same time, which happens in CoachChamps.
So yeah, maybe let's stay for a while on the bird's eye view. So what do we see? JJ unfortunately is losing. He is missing a rook and a pawn. On rook b6 is a blunder. He just blundered another rook. It doesn't really matter. Musky Chess has a very promising attack. I suppose double the rooks at the file. Phoebe is in
Mhm.
trouble. And there you go. Viton scores the first victory.
Yeah, that was a crushing victory, winning on time and on the board.
All right. Which game should we follow, Ben? Like, of course, I would like to follow Oljek, but maybe I don't want to jinx it. Muskie Chess has been playing very impressive setup so far. Maybe we can go to that game and see how it unfolds.
Yeah, Masky Chess has everything good except the knight on A3. I liked your idea better of knight C3 to E2 to F4.
Right. Queen C7. There's definitely some sacrifice on F7. Some sacrifices, Queen C7, Queen E6. But this is also a very tense moment because Muskie is down to the last minute. Bishop takes on G6, played very quickly. And this shows that Muskie is sharp. Like he spotted his Queen E6, some sort of an idea, Rook of Fate. This Bishop on B2 is going to open up as well.
And Black only has 7 seconds left. Archers, Black only has 7 seconds.
Yeah, that also doesn't help. Knight E5. I think it's a good practical response. Phoebe, I think, is... Oh, she's increased actually some rating because now she is like 1755. But I remember doing the draft, she was 1603 to be more precise. And I think this is also something, Ben, we saw by many students. Like they start to take lessons, they start to work out for seriously a chess, and the ratings are increasing. But I mean, again, it's a tournament. Different rules apply here.
Yeah, and White's getting low on time too with only 30 seconds left. Still more time than Black. Yeah, Queen H5 to G6, as you pointed out. I like this idea.
I thought actually I blundered the queen. Bishop E3, Queen H5, then I noticed the bishop on F7.
The bishop is defending the queen, yeah.
Yeah, you have to be careful. Queen E4, nice defense, stopping Bishop
5
G6.
seconds for Black.
I think Bishop G6 wins the game immediately. Bishop G6, Queen G6, Queen G6, the Rook of the Fate is hanging. Wow, Bishop E8.
Both sides have less than 10 seconds, Archers.
Yep. Phoebe, 2 seconds. I think she's going to flag. Yep.
Yeah, she lost on time.
Muskie wins, and we have one more game. Olzek is still playing his game against Gothenburg Chess. So I hope the conversion is this time not going to be a problem, because yesterday, Ben, I got to admit, I was watching Drama Queen's first round game, which set the tone for the tournament. Like, there was this very unfortunate stalemate on the board. I think I saw the game in my nightmares that day. But I mean, these positions that feel very simple for us, sometimes at the club level, they're not that simple. But I do think that he's gonna win this.
Yeah, your student's definitely going to win.
20 seconds, though. Oh, he resigns.
That was the only chance, was resigning.
I told my
students never to resign.
Yeah, so did I. I mean, what if the opponent stalemates or disconnects or whatever?
Right.
All right.
Mouse flips, all kinds of stuff can happen. Wow,
so
what
the
a
first round
crazy
is over.
We had no draws.
No draws, no prisoners taken. And what was the game maybe that sticks in your mind immediately, Ben? I think Muskie played a very textbook game. Probably I would, select the one as the best game so far.
I like the Carol Khan game a lot because that was really exciting.
All right. Yeah, that also looked really good. So we are finishing the first round, and here you see, dear viewers, this is the trust table. As you can see, we have 4 leaders, and of course this is only first round. 6 more to go. The players have about 5 minutes to break, gather the strength, and the tournament continues.
Okay, we'll be back in a few minutes after the break. We'll leave it back with round 2 of Coach Champs, day 4 under 2000. Hope you guys are enjoying the coverage, and we'll see you on the other side. I chose to play the Sicilian as my main weapon with black about 35 years ago. E4, C5. C5 is an excellent move that controls the D4 square, and when white plays D4, we're ready to capture it. This is, of course, on the Sicilian, and I think it's a really good opening for beginner and intermediate players. A lot of lower level club players only know E4, E5. You'll have excellent chances out of the opening, and I chose the variations carefully based on my own experience of playing the Sicilian. Knight B5, we play Queen B4. Now our queen can escape to A5, which defends C7. It looks good to fork the pieces, but after King G8, all of white's pieces are attacked. So knight takes, queen takes C3 check, attacking the king. We're gonna take the bishop next move. Black has an extra pawn, and this knight is trapped.
Have you ever wished you could just play game after game against a coach who actually teaches you stuff? Imagine a coach that plays at your level, tailors challenges for you, and even gives you feedback while you play. Well, buckle up, because that's exactly what we built. Introducing Play Coach on Chess.com. You can now literally play a full-on game against Coach, who talks to you, points out threats, praises your genius bishop moves, and gently roasts you for missing that fork that's been there for more than 5 moves. Here's how it works. Go to chess.com/play/coach, or just hit up Play Coach in the app. Pick your color, choose the difficulty, and boom, you're in. You can even customize your coach. Don't like their vibe? Change it up. Choose a new coach. Want more or less help? Toggle move suggestions, turn on or off threat arrows, the eval bar. You are in control. Coach will break down your play as you go. We're talking real-time feedback here. Strategic tips, motivation, compliments when you crush it, hints when you need them, all of it targeted exactly at your level. Total beginner? Coach will teach you opening principles, basic tactics, and king safety. More advanced? Then Coach will give you tips on pawn structure, positional ideas, the works. So stop wasting time. Go to chess.com/play/coach, fire up a game, and actually start getting better. Coach is waiting for you on the board, and I'll see you around on chess.com. The fastest, easiest way to improve your chess is now the most fun way to improve your chess. Chess.com's brand new puzzles now have loads of exciting features to make solving a joy. Earn points and race your friends across puzzle tiers from wood to bronze, all the way to legend. Rack up bonuses for streaks, for speed, for accuracy, for daily solving, difficulty, and more. And now, you can get feedback from Coach while solving puzzles. Coach lets you know what each puzzle's goal is and why a move doesn't actually work. And, as always, puzzles will be selected just for your level from our database of hundreds of thousands of high-quality, beautiful, brilliant, and instructive puzzles. So what are you waiting for? Try puzzles today on web, Android, or iOS, and have a blast leveling up your chess.
Hey everybody, we're back with round 2 here at CoachChamps, round 4. Well, day 4. I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold. I'm with GM Archers Nate Shantz, and we're giving you live coverage of the under 2000 section. Round 1 was bloodthirsty. We had no draws, all wins. And here's the pairings for round 2. Gotham Burgess white against Vitom. Phoebe Witt white against JJ. Esmolada white against Masky Chess. And Olzak, which is Archer student, white against Lagondo.
This also could be... Yeah, this also could be, Ben, a very, very important matchup because Lagondo played an absolutely fantastic game against pre-tournament ELO favorite Asmoada, and we have another Jabava London. London immediately Lagondo immediately responds with c6. For Osmoada, I think this is also the perfect opportunity to show what she's capable of. She was working very hard the past month, gained a lot of rating points. Musky chess student of Levi Rosman plays b6. So I see Levi came up here with a lot of imagination when it comes to the opening choices.
Yeah, we have a surprise on move 1, which usually we don't have.
Yeah. I mean, I think b6 Ben is the Oven defense, or is it the English? I think it's Oven. Yeah. I mean, not very good with names.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we have Phoebe against JJ0268, your student, Ben, which is the Caro. I definitely can see that this is your coaching. You have advised your student to play bishop g4, avoiding knight c6. Any particular reason? Like, why not knight c6?
No, we didn't look at this line where white plays. Yeah, this is my student plays the Caro Kann a lot. He has his own stuff that he plays, so he felt pretty confident black in the Caro. But yeah, knight c6 is the more natural move.
Yeah, I think it's quite
this must be his
friendly idea. All right. Okay, I see. Okay, and look at this. Look at also Musky is essentially repeating the same setup he was playing in the first round game. Again, this b6, bishop b7, f5, knight f6. That's a very interesting choice. So could be fun. Ben, it's up to you. I mean, which game do you want to select? And we are going to start with that game. And of course, pay respect to every single game. Give some love.
I want to look at your student's game, Olzak, because we have queenside castling and very interesting center operations.
All right, here we go.
White.
Lagondo is playing very aggressive. I'm not sure this is very good choice. Like, I'm seeing here, Ben, black already has committed to h5, and h5 is quite a trendy maneuver lately, just to stop white from advancing any kingside pawns, but also at the same time, the queenside pawn already stands on b5. And what I'm wondering is, what is he planning to do with a king on e8? Like, there's immediately check on e1, bishop e7, and bishop d6, asking a lot of questions here.
Yeah, it looks like black has to play knight g8 there. That doesn't look like fun.
Yeah, I think he just missed it. Like,
black looks disgusted with himself.
Yeah, it's like, wow. Maybe he thinks he's losing. Like, okay, he's definitely going to spend some time. That there's still knight g8, like he's not lost. But yeah, you could read all the emotions in his face. They're right there. All right, bishop d6 is played. I will go back a bit, like the opening phase. I want to check it. Yeah. So again, Olzak really likes the Jabava London. This is, by the way, not me. So in case somebody's thinking GM Nations is such a great coach, so he told all of his students all these new openings, including Jabava London. This was not me. I mean, Olzak is a serious improver himself. He had a lot of ideas himself. So he knows the Jabava London. He studies some courses, even. He has his own analysis. h5, there you go. h5 here, black stop g4. Bishop d3, queen d3, e6, long castle looks perfectly normal. But Ben, I think this b5, the timing could have been better.
Yeah, b5 is too early. Black needed to develop the king side and get castled. Yeah, now black is in trouble.
Yeah, now black's in trouble, and I also really like this response. E takes on d5, and maybe black already had to play like c takes on d5, give up the pawn, or knight e5, c takes d5, sacrifice the pawn, go for a short castle. Anyway, it would have been a different game. Now black will have to suffer for a while.
Yeah, this is no fun for black.
All right, I would play something like knight h3, double the rooks here. Olzak is playing really well. I'm happy to see this. Like, it seems that his nerves are completely under control. So let's move back to the bird's eye view and see what else we are seeing there. So there's more games going on. So what does catch your attention, Ben?
Asmawada, I like what she's done with knight g5. It
All
seems
right,
like
immediately.
Matthew Chess played knight bd7 too early.
Knight of Fate. Knight of Fate. So in Musky's game, it's Knight of Fate, and in Logando's game, it's Knight G8. Very interesting. Things are not going for according to plan for these players. So your student, I think he got basically the dream position against Phoebe. And are you supposed to play at the pawn minority at the queen side, Ben? B5, A5, B4?
Yeah, that seems like what black should be doing in this position.
All right, maybe we can go to your student first and then see everybody else. So A5 is played immediately by JJ. Why A5?
JJ has a big time advantage, different than the first game. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of A5. JJ seems to like his position.
Yeah, it allows A4, I think. Yeah, A4, by the way, immediately is done. It fixes this as a weakness. And I think also one thing that we teach to the students who are playing the Cospit structure, like this is a Cospit structure from both sides, you won't put the knight on D6 or knight on D3, because the knight on D3 controls the weakest spot, which is the B2 square, and also all the surrounding squares. So it's a really, really great outpost to put your knight.
No, I agree. I don't like A5 very much, but black's position is still fine.
All right. So A4, I think black is probably going to play like rook B8, B5.
B5, yeah.
Anything else? Maybe reroute the knight to D6, trade the bishops, get the knight on D6, which also facilitates B5. Ben, I mean, I know you're very famous for the quote, do not move the f-pawn. Like, don't play F3, F4. So here, white has the pawn on F3. Is it really bad?
I think white would rather have the pawn on F2, but it's not terrible here. But it's probably better on F2. Knight H7. That's an unusual move.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think black could have accomplished the same. Yeah. This knight is not doing anything. Like, knights on the rim are dim. That's what they say. Like, I told to my students that you never, ever want to put your knight somewhere here. Either corner. They're just not doing anything.
Don't fianchetto your knight.
Yeah, fianchetto the knight. Yeah, I like that. No, I like how it sounds, but I don't like the actual placement. I mean, in case the viewers, you're watching this and you don't understand why the knight on h7 is standing poorly, just think yourself of this knight as half the knight. I mean, because it's not operating to the right. I mean, there's nothing. There's void. Like there's nothing going on to the right. I mean, the board simply stops. So that's why, of course, you want to put your pieces close to the center, as close as you can.
Yeah, the only thing I like about black's play is black is playing at a better speed than the first game. The first game, black was in time trouble right away. So at least black is doing well on the clock.
Which could be an important factor, because we saw, Ben, all the previous tournaments, and the time management definitely played a very important role. And typically those who were used to playing speed chess, they would typically prevail in the time scramble, which is not a surprise.
Let's
go.
Overview. Yeah,
let's go to the overview. I was about to also suggest that because there's more action going on. Musky at the moment, Musky Chess, or should we just shorten his name to Musky? He is trying to solve the problem of the pawn on e6. Rook e1, Asmara is trying to break up the position with e4. Engine doesn't like it. I suppose, Ben, the reason is that this knight will be pushed back. And if I'm not terribly mistaken, Levy himself is quite a bit of expert of some Dutch positions. So why not play it from white's and black's perspective?
Yeah, this is black. Black is is getting out of the jam that they were in.
Mm-hmm.
Masky chess seems to improve their position.
But at the same time, like Asmara hasn't done anything terribly wrong. Like she has no obvious weaknesses. Her pieces are a bit static here. So this g5 and knight g6 for the casual chess fan, it feels like, oh, but you're weakening your king, you're overextending your pawns. But when you think about the position a bit further, let's say here, g5, bishop g3, knight g6, I would ask my students, I mean, where's your pawn play? I mean, how do you play here? E4 is going to be f4. Black is definitely thinking about e5, f4. Black is thinking about h5, h4, g4. Black is thinking about maybe even put the king on f7. At the same time, you have a beautiful pawn structure here, but where's your plan?
No, black has a lot of space on the king side, and white's position's pretty passive.
In my eyes, Muskie is becoming one of the favorites. I really like how he plays. He's rated 1675, nowhere close to be the ELO favorite. Asmara is rated 2000. Again, doesn't really matter. And he's playing the setup. It seems he has practiced it from all colors. This has been, by the way, something I try to do myself. Like I try to teach the lower rated students some easy setups. For example, from white's perspective, the ready opening with kings in and attack. From black's perspective, kings in and defense, on the Pirt's defense. But I think most of the time they just forgot what was the coaching, and they were like on their own early on.
That's funny.
Yeah,
black has some time issues, but black's position has improved a lot since the opening.
So all three results are still possible here. Now let's check still the other games and very quickly assess who is doing better. We also have to check the game of Gothenburg chess. I think I'm gonna probably mispronounce it, Gothenburg chess, more than once. And Vitom is one of the tournament favorites, according to ELO. If that matters or not really sure. But White's player's position is quite shaky because the king is weak. Black has beautiful two bishops, nicely coordinated pieces for direct attack at the king side. And overall, I think, Ben, it does feel that this is the strongest group of the four because we're seeing a bit more mature play.
That's right, and Vitom seems like a really strong player, just based on the first game and this game.
I think he originally comes from Serbia. Vitom is coached by Robert Ramirez. And by the way, we could not find any game, not any game, but most of the games by Robert students because for some reason after the selection of the draft of the students, they stopped playing on Chess.com. And I had a theory, Ben. They've been practicing elsewhere so that the other coaches, they don't see the prep. Very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So where do we go next from here?
All the games are interesting. I don't know. I like looking at all the games.
Olzak is doing some funny stuff against Logando. How did he get there?
How did he get to early G4. Yeah, we can look at Olzak's game. And his time management isn't good this game. 1 minute to 6.
Oh, he blundered. He wanted to play G5 and knight G6 fork, but he blundered rook takes on f4. So, couple of moves back, this was the position. Like, he had this absolutely commanding lead. Like, okay, black is about to solidify, play 97 or 96. He thought he is crushing here. Knight b6, g4 was a miscalculation. And according to an engine here, what he should have done, he should have just improved the pieces. Like, here our dearest friend Sockfish says 91, 93, or improve the knight maybe to e2. I'm not sure what the knight does here anyway, but g4 is miscalculation because takes, rook h4. You cannot play g5. Rook takes on the 4 just hangs the knight. And I think right now Olzak realizes this. Oh, wow.
Boy, he only has 17 seconds left to 6 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. But there's a trap. There's a trap. Rook takes on g4 is going to be knight e6. Or maybe queen takes on g4. Queen takes on g4, knight takes on g4, knight e6. Nice trap. But I'm pretty sure black is going to figure it out. Wait, what?
No, he played rook
What?
takes g4.
What? He took it? What? No!
No.
Oh man, you played rook f1 with the idea to make a trap, and the guy blunders it, and you don't see that?
Well, it's tough for the coaches.
Oh, it's all previous 3 days all over again. I watch this, Ben, every single day. Jesus.
It's tough being a coach.
I just mentally very, very difficult. Like, okay, now this is dead lost. Like, we have to go back to this moment. This is unthinkable. Like here, once again, this moment, rook f1, rook takes on g4. Like, that's a trap, obviously. Why played rook f1 to make a trap? I thought he made a trap, but you could see the body language of Olzhik. He was like shaking the head, like, no, I there's nothing here. He played rook h1 and blundered the knight to the 4. Queen g4 would have won the game immediately on the spot. X rook, thank you for the game. GG. Jesus Christ. I thought we are past these one more blunders, but no, they're still here.
Yeah, the players are still nervous, but okay, to defend Olzhik a little bit, he only had 10 seconds on the clock.
Yeah. No, but he actually looks pretty cool. Like, he does look very nervous. He looks very collected, but maybe he's not feeling like that. Anyway, let's go to the other games and see. This breaks my heart, to be honest. I've seen it already so many times in this tournament. It's very tough for the coaches.
Actually, my student JJ actually has a good position.
What? I thought he was in trouble, no? Oh, wait, no, he is doing great. Sorry, he is doing great. I mixed up. He's doing great.
Yeah, and he has a big time advantage also.
Playing according to the plan. You know, Ben, I decided one thing. After this tournament, I will probably stop following my student play live. I will only review the games after the game is finished. After the okay, maybe not the tournament is finished, after the game is finished, like following it live. That's the hardest thing. And it's not just me, like it's all students. Like we saw Dina scream in the very first day. I believe these were pure emotions.
JJ is winning now, and Masky Chess is a piece up against against Asmoata, sorry.
Oh, all right. That looks fascinating. So which is the game do you want to switch to? We can follow your student, of course, or we can check how Asmoata is playing against Masky. Could be a very important game.
Vitom just won against Gotham Burgess.
All right. And Asmoata just lost on time. Oh, she blundered the mate. She blundered the mate in one move. Look at this. Look at this, Ben. Look at this. This was the position. Knight x on f4.
Yeah, she has to play queen e4, I guess.
Queen e4 was the move. She missed it. She played rook f1. She thought she's winning here, pinning the knight. No. Thank you for the game. I'm out of here. Oh my goodness. 2 minutes on the clock. And black at 20 seconds. This is gonna hurt.
Chess is getting into time trouble. Okay, so we have one game left. It's my student. And he's completely winning, and he has a winning time advantage also. Also, he looks confident.
He does. 10 seconds. But Phoebe, I don't think she's gonna give up easily. Rook b1, I like it. That's an active defense. I mean, queen a4 still seems to be very clear. Takes. Black has 2 extra pawns, but at least you try to be active, and queen a4 is played. Well, Ben, one thing I'm absolutely sure is that we are going to see a lot more surprises. Like, I was absolutely confident that the pre-tournament ELO favorites might not be tournament favorites because that's what we saw in the previous groups. And once again, the strongest group confirms what I felt, that this tournament, anybody can win.
No, I agree. I don't think the ratings matter at all. Just who's in good form that particular day.
Right. So we have, I think, Muskie with 2 points. We have, I suppose we're going to talk about it a bit later, Logando playing against top-seeded players. Like Logando right now defeated the 2 top-seeded players. He defeated Asmara and he defeated Olzek. What a start. And Logando is coached by Chan Kabadai. So very good coaching there. All right, the game continues. I mean, for us, I think, Ben, this is such an obvious position that we are easily going to win it 1,000 times out of 1,000 at the club level. People still tend to make mistakes, but JJ is flawless.
Yeah, this is no problem, and he's going to win on time also.
Does it give 2 victories? No, just 1, yeah? Just 1 point, sadly.
A good game by JJ.
All right. So this means the second round is officially over.
We still have no draws.
No draws here. And here you can see these are the players. That's JJ, right?
Yeah, that's Josiah. Yeah,
Josiah. All right. Played really fantastic game so far. And yeah, I don't think anybody is up for a draw today. My heart really breaks about Olzek, but I hope he's going to recover. He definitely has to improve his time management. Like, he used to play too quickly. Now he's playing too slow. And we talk about having a perfect balance. Like, you have to find the perfect middle, but it's easier said than done. I mean, you have to go out there and do it. And again, for all of these folks, like, this is their very first serious tournament. And there's thousands of people watching the action right now. So
yeah,
the nerves definitely play their toll.
I told my students it's better to play too fast than too slow.
Oh,
Okay, so here's the standings. We got 3 players with perfect scores. Logando, Vitom, and Masky Chess all have 2 out of 2.
Yeah, Vitom and Masky Chess were some of the pre-tournament favorites. Logando, maybe not, but he's playing very confident chess. Olzek, I'm pretty sure he knows what he missed. For everybody else, for Asmuada, the tournament start is a heartbreak. Like, 2 losses, this checkmate in 1 missing definitely stinks, but you gotta continue. 5 more games to go.
Yep, those are the standings after round 2. We're going to go on a little break before round 3. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is the final day of Coach Champs, under 2000 section. I'm here with Grandmaster Artur Znakeshans, and we'll be back just after this message.
I'll go for a safe bet, like a favorite chess piece. I think that's pretty easy.
Sounds good.
I think I already got it wrong. Let me take a look.
And 1 second. What does this guy look like?
No, this is difficult. Okay, this I can try.
Okay.
I'm going to be artistic on this one. I think I'm going to skip this.
Yeah, do one more. We have time. You can do one more.
This does not look like what it's supposed to look like.
The start was really good. I was thinking this is the best by far today, but then you kind of derailed at some point.
That was really, really bad. Okay, there you go.
Amazing.
Rook, yeah.
That's a rook.
Yeah, brilliant
Good job.
evolution. Yeah, I thought you will think it's a knight or something, but
Oh my god, drawing is hard.
Are you drawing the map now or the chess piece?
The knight.
Ah, the knights. Okay, perfect.
That's the worst knight.
And I say this is knight. You have to believe me.
Okay, this looks good. Should have been a door somewhere. Should have been a door, but now no door from this. Or maybe we can make a door here, yeah? So all of a sudden. Impressive. Not really. And probably we should add some cat. But I'm not so sure my cat will be too nice, so. Let's just leave here.
I think we should keep this.
Yeah, we can keep it in the...
Like out of the frame. It's so bad.
Two legendary world champions, Garry Kasparov and Vishwanathan Anand, will do battle once again in Clutch Chess, The Legends, a special exhibition match celebrating their incredible legacies. Kasparov, a chess icon who held the title for 15 consecutive years, and Anand, a 5-time world champion, will compete in an epic Chess 960 match with $144,000 in prizes on the line. Catch this unique moment in chess history live from the new state-of-the-art facility at the St. Louis Chess Club. It's an unforgettable event you won't want to miss.
I'm gonna guess real Gotham or AI Gotham. Here we go. Why on earth would you play that? I think that's AI.
It is.
All right.
1 for 1.
Yes, 1 for 1. That move makes no sense. That one's real. Makes no sense. Has to be real. It's real.
Fake.
What?
It's AI.
Makes no sense? Was,
Yeah.
no chance. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Makes no sense. What? Oh my gosh. And he sacrifices the rook! That one was fake. That had to be AI.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the rook one didn't. It wasn't guttural enough. What the heck is this move? I feel like it was too high pitched. Was that AI?
It was AI.
Oh my! It was like I was like I don't think I hit like a. Okay, there's one more. Let me tell you something right now. Building a chess website is not easy. Right? Chess.com built their website for 17 years, still being built. That had to be real. That one was like 10 seconds long. So I was like, okay. Oh, so there was 4 AI and 1 real one. And I went 3 out of 4 on the AI ones? Okay.
Welcome everybody. We're here with round 3. I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold here with GM Archer Snakeschanz, and we're bringing you live coverage of the under 2000 section of CoachChamps. And there's some kind of voting system that is going on right now. Archers, can you explain that?
Right. I think every single improver and maybe chess fan alike can cast their vote for their favorite coach. Who do you think is the best coach of the CoachChamps edition? Cast your vote. Go to Chess.com. On the main site, there is a link. You go there, press Arthur Nations is the best coach, and that's it. Your voting is done. I mean, jokes aside, you can vote for favorite coach, but I would really appreciate you vote for me or Ben. Thank you.
That's right. I don't think we're going to win, but we can ask.
I had to try.
That's right. Yeah, let's go back to the previous graphic and look at the pairings for round 3. This is round 3 pairings. Let's see, your students black against Masky Chess, my students white against Osmoata, Logando's white against Gotham Burgess. And
the games are starting already, indeed. So for those players who just lost their games, this is going to be really, really difficult to make a comeback, because, like, I'm looking at Osmoata. Like, I gotta say, these pre-tournament expectations, like, you think you are tournament favorite, like, you have this huge lead in terms of the rating, and everybody expects you to win, and coaches like work with you really hard. And then you like come in nervous and everything, and you start with 2 losses. You know, it's incredibly difficult to deal with this stress. So for Osmoata, this is going to be a very important game, of course. And also, I'm looking personally at Olzek's game. E3 is something we definitely did not prepare, but mentally for Ozek, this is either this or nothing. I hope he's going to do well.
Yeah, Masky Chess likes to play b3, bishop b2. E3, knight f3, very unusual opening. A reverse Alekhine. I've never seen
I
it.
think he just mixed up something, Ben, because I think you're supposed to start with b3, bishop b2, and then, of course, black can play e5 anyway. So we're talking about Masky's chess game against Ozek. And Ozek, of course, immediately plays e4 and says, move your knight again, sir, because you're not supposed to move the knight for a second time in the opening, and Masky chess is going to have to do exactly that.
Very unusual opening.
I mean, it's playable, probably. Yeah, like White has done nothing terribly wrong. So Vitom also has a classical position. I wanted to say it's a Kosput position, Ben, but then I noticed White has a bishop on e3, which looks like a gigantic pawn against Phoebe with a black color. Gothenburg chess against Lagondo. So Lagondo is one of the tournament favorites. It's some sort of a French defense. Black looks pretty solid to me. And then we have JJ once again playing Caro. Like in the previous round, he played Caro from the black's perspective, same Kosput structure, and this time he's going to test it from the other side. How interesting.
Yeah, JJ played some of his preparation playing early knight e5 in the Caro-Kann, and he has a time advantage because of it. But is his position better? Probably slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can play knight e2. Wow.
Knight e2 already. So Masky chess is moving knight with the already for the third time. We definitely are going to check it out. This setup, Ben, was this opening prep or this is JJ coming up himself with some tricks, because this knight f3 e takes d takes on knight e5 is not your common continuation against the Caro, is it?
No, that's his own prep. We didn't look at it, but he said he didn't have any trouble against the Caro-Kann because he plays it himself. So he actually likes facing it.
I gotta say, Ben, I mean, this 95 is a very interesting setup. I have played it at the GM level myself, mostly in actually the top control games. So the big idea is to get exactly this kind of position. So you want to play bishop b5, sort of force black to play bishop b7. I mean, of course, black has many options as well. So you kill the bishop, you play c3, and you go for the Kosput setup once again. Then you put your bishop on d3, and guess what? You're going to go for an easy kingside attack. So when we talk about the typical Caro theory, where black has the bishop on the g4, this is like the typical discussion of the exchange variation of the Caro-Kann. Black tries to negate the power of this bishop on d3 by playing bishop h5, bishop g6. Here, this is simply not possible.
Right.
This looks really great.
White has a pleasant position. Oh.
Yeah, I think it goes like, I'm not really sure about the specific plan, like specific moves. Is it like rook e1, knight e5, you take with the pawn on e5, so that you push back the knight, then you play like either queen h5 or rook e1, rook e3, rook h3, and White is just having all the fun. And b5 Basmara, engine does not like it, not one bit. I suppose knight e5 is going to be the problem.
Yeah, this looks very pleasant for White. I can see Osmano wants to get some play on the queen side, but it's not easy to accomplish.
Right. So the big idea for black is typically to play b4, try to create the weakness on c3. So I don't know, how do you do that? Like queen b7, a5, b4. You want to take on c3, and after the capture, try to press on it. But that's the difference, I mean, between classical chess, Ben, and rapid chess, because in rapid chess, all you need, even at the pro level, is the so-called short-term initiative. And White has it. Like, White has the short-term initiative. White has this easy attack at the king side. And while I was saying that, White played a4. Interesting.
Yeah, I like the move a4, putting pressure on b5.
All right.
Because black played b5 prematurely, I think, wasn't really ready for a4.
And she blunders a pawn. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Yeah, these are nerves. Like bishop a6, put the bishop on b5, and Yeah, I don't think this was part of the plan. These are pure nerves. And when you start badly, again, like in this tournament, Ben, I think that what really matters is how you start. You need to have a great start. Like yesterday, DQ, one of the pre-tournament favorites with the biggest rating, she started with a stalemate, and it left such a terrible mark on her performance for the entire tournament. Like she already was very nervous, but this stalemate like completely kicked off her balance, and the rest was pretty difficult.
Yeah, I agree. If you start badly, things can domino effect into bad results over and over.
All right, we could
It
maybe select
was good
another
for my
game.
student. Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's look at another game.
All right. Yeah, maybe let's first go to the overview and see all the 4 games. So, what do we see? Vitom against Phoebe. Phoebe, according to an engine, surprisingly is slightly better. I mean, the position is quite symmetrical, so I would not really focus on this too much. Lagando against Gothenburges is the French position where Black has made some pretty big weakness on c5 square, so Lagando is cruising. I really like how he's playing. JJ's your student having an extra point against Asmoada. For Asmoada, it's really tough. And Musky chess against Olzek. What is going on there? What is this position? Wait.
Yeah, that's a weird position. Is White a pawn ahead?
Yeah, but how?
Like
this was the opening, right? Knight of 3, 4, knight e4, c5, knight e2, d5. I mean, Black is just having fantastic center. b3, queen f... no, like this is too much. Queen f6, better develop your pieces. Knight c3, d4? Really? Really? Oh my goodness. These are nerves. Just take the pawn. Oh, jeez. Yeah. This is tilt, I'm afraid. So, I mean, the game definitely still continues, but like you can tell to your student whatever you want, but if there's this previous game that is still in your mind, like it's still in your mind, and I'm pretty sure Olejek knows that he was winning the previous game, he could have won the rook, and you just say to your student, just forget the game. But how do you forget it?
Yeah, that's right. It's easy to say it, but it's hard to do.
All right. So Muskie played a pretty terrible opening and he got rewarded. I guess Lady Luck rewards the strong. Good news for Levy because Muskie is Gotham Chess's student and Levy at the moment is one of the tournament leaders in terms of the coaches' rankings. Of course, I mean, the game still continues. Black has a strong pawn on d4, but the clock, like, again, Ben, he has 4 minutes and move 10.
The engine doesn't like bishop f5 either.
No, it does not. I'm not sure even why.
Yeah, it seems like a natural move.
Right. Kick the knight. Bishop f4, you have to watch out for some bishop b4. Like, I'm like probably something concrete. But I think if I'm white, I'm also worrying about bishop b4 check. Like, you have difficulties to cover this diagonal. Maybe things still will work for Olzek, but yeah, it's tough. All right, let's select another game, Ben, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
So, who do we follow? Lagando is completely dominating his game against Gothenburg Chess. Gothenburg Chess. Sorry, I knew I'm going to misspell it. Gothenburges.
Yeah, Gothenburg played f6 pretty early, and it looks like it's too weakening.
Oh, yeah, this feels absolutely fantastic. So, Lagando has a great pawn on e6. He can move your knight on c5. Maybe this knight on d2 could go to c5. This bishop on g6.
Not a good bishop.
Not a good bishop. Like Danny Wrench would say something about this bishop. Like, I'm not going to repeat it. Okay, I mean, it still has the potential to become a better bishop. Knight h4. What a move.
Looks like white wants to win some material. With knight takes f5, and d5 is also weak.
And queen g4 is a big problem. No, this game is basically over already. Like, that's it. Knight takes here. Goodbye. See you.
Yep.
Like, it feels like Logando is playing completely different league here. Like, at the moment, he's playing incredibly good chess. So, coached by John Kabadai. Yeah, great student apparently. And Logando at the moment looks, I think, the most convincing from all the games. Like, maybe Muskie plays a bit weird openings, and Vito, yeah.
But Logando was lucky last round against your student, right?
Yeah, he did blunder this rook. Like, yeah, he got in trouble, he blundered, and then he was rewarded, which I think also gives you extra confidence. Like, I don't know about you, Ben, but like when I'm playing in a tournament and I'm lucky, this just makes me feel invincible. Like, it just feels that like you're playing badly and still you're winning the games. Yeah, so basically it gives you like extra confidence that you're invincible, and no matter what you're gonna do, things are gonna be all right.
No, I agree. Yep.
Queen g4 is played. All right, we have more games. Maybe let's check Vitom. Vitom against Phoebe. This was the game where Phoebe, according to an engine, at some point was slightly better. Now Vitom is making an improvement to his position. So I really like White's position more. Obstacle of bishops, but the viewers, don't let yourself be fooled. Obstacle of bishops are not always a draw. They are a draw only with bishops on the board. You insert more pieces, and this is a different story.
Yeah, White has a nice position here. White's going to try to play g4 at some point, open up the h file.
That looks great.
Yeah.
Maybe queen f5 already is necessary. Give up the pawn on h5. Like, play queen f5, takes, rook h5, and welcome to the Sufferland. But now g4, like, looks incredibly strong. I mean, actually, what do you do against that? Wait, maybe after g4 takes, queen h2, you play f6, and there's no mate.
Yeah, f6 is a good move. I've never said that before. Wow.
But here, you can say it. All right. Somebody make a clip. So Ben said f6 is a good move.
And g4 was played.
And g4 was played, yeah. So he's going for the idea. I think it's a flawed idea, so could be a big turning point for this game. H takes, I mean, maybe he plays f takes, but I'm pretty sure he played g4. He wants to play queen h2 already.
Right.
And Phoebe doesn't really have a choice. Okay, maybe f6 is a move here, but c5 makes no difference here. The pawn on d4 is protected, so it's got to be h6 on g4. Maybe he is also afraid of... She's also afraid of queen h2. No, h6 on g4 is played. All right. Does Vitom see the queen h2 is going to be met with f6?
I think he's seeing it now. That's why he didn't play queen h2 quickly.
Yeah, and I think it's also a very good trade, right, Ben? A very good trade for players that before you make a move, you always double check. Like, this is what I was also telling to my students. Like, if you have decided you want to make this move, before you make a move, always double check. And actually, when you play online, that's the biggest difference compared to over-the-board chess. You can physically grab the piece and hover over the intended square and then change your mind. And you can actually put it there, like, keep hovering and see how it feels. You put it back over the board. You cannot do that. Oh, he did play queen h2.
The f6 seems like it's just winning.
Wow. Wow. Like,
That's a
I
big
also
turnaround
noticed,
this game.
yeah, Ben, I noticed one thing at these levels. They're constantly missing the responses of the opponent. Like, they're so carried away with their ideas. Like, I saw this yesterday. I saw this day before yesterday. They see, like, I have this idea. I have queen h2. I have queen h8. I'm doing great. But somehow it's very difficult for them to think about what is going to be the response of my opponent. Is this an advanced technique?
Whoa.
And she didn't find it.
Bishop d6 just ends the game.
Bishop
Bishop
d6.
d6 resigns. That's it. The game's over.
And Vidom probably feels like he played the perfect combination. But I'm afraid he was on brink to lose the game.
Wow.
Had Phoebe picked up f6. So
It's a good
once
thing
again, let's
Dina's
go
not
back.
here.
Yeah. And Dina, if you're listening to this,
Dina's screaming somewhere.
she's screaming somewhere in Charlotte. I can even hear it here from Riga. Like, it's coming. It's like coming right now here in Riga, arriving.
Wow, that's
Big
pretty
waves.
loud.
Very loud, very loud. Even here we can hear it. It's hard, yeah. So here, instead of this king of 8, f6, there was no mate. Like, takes, or maybe not take. Queen h8 check, king of 7, there's no mate. Rook h7 takes, queen h7, king of 8, there's no mate. Check. King e7, thank you for the exchange, and then I'm gonna checkmate you. Oh wow, oh wow. All right. So let's go to W again, Ben.
Yeah.
Big blunders. Big blunders. Nobody's invincible. And let's see, what else are we seeing here? So Logando is no longer as he's no longer as winning as he was before. Look at this knight on c4. Quite a turnaround. But 2 pawns are 2 pawns, right?
Yeah, still up 2 pawns. But yeah, the bishop's not very good and the knight's fantastic. Good,
And your
good
student,
roll.
Ben, is doing fun. Your student is doing great. He's playing great chess. Asmoara is...
He's winning
so-
his game.
And Olzic's game is a complete chaos. I would like to go to Olzic's game. Like, I'm seeing the knight on e6, the black king on d7, and 37 seconds for black, and 1 minute 33 seconds for white. These guys, they're going at opponents' throats. Like, the king is on d7, bomb cloud here, knight f4, the white king has not castled. What is this?
The bomb cloud deferred.
Right. Indeed. You got a castle. You got a castle here. But then again, you're going to run little a5, a4. There's going to be a welcoming party. This is going to be really crazy. I think...
Yeah, the engine evaluation doesn't bother me. It's just the clock times are what's important now.
Yeah, and who's going to be the better blitz player? That's the big question. So who is it? Is it Muskie or is it Olzek? I don't really remember who was the better blitz player. Maybe it doesn't really matter. But typically what does matter, who has the initiative in the time scramble. So this is what Muskie is trying to do. He's trying to control the initiative. Queen c6. I do not like this move. I would have went for something more aggressive. But all right. Is there some specific...
Maybe he wanted to trade queens because his king's on d7 and he only has 26 seconds left. But your student is catching up on the clock. The clock times are almost the same now.
Yeah, which is good. Yeah, I don't like this queen of 3. I mean, why would you activate the bishop? But like you said, Ben, that makes perfect sense. And now white's pieces are just better positioned. The king is safer. So yeah, that's the thing. Like, you want to secure your king, but you also secure the king of your opponent.
Well, the times are about the same.
I would play something like g6 here. g6, rook g8, g5, which is a difficult accuracy to make it a time scramble. Rook e8. I think it's going to be a chaotic game. Somebody's going to blunder. Somebody's going to blunder this.
Yeah,
I feel it.
Less than 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy finish. And I'm pretty sure Gotham Chess is screaming right now, move, move! You gotta move. I mean, there's even
that's
this
what I
Chrome
was thinking.
extension where he's screaming like him and Hikaru, or was it Hikaru? I don't remember. I think it was
Hey,
Gotham Chess as well.
G6 just like you. You suggested G6.
He did play it, yeah. Oh, there you go. There's a
Oh,
blunder.
D4.
And it's a mistake? How on earth? Bishop takes on c6 and white misses it. Knight f4. White has 4 seconds on the clock, 20 seconds for Olzak. Now, Olzak is winning here, but
Looking
again,
good
it's
for
not.
Olzak.
He tries to liquidate, tries to trade. Trade. Yes, exactly. We talked about this. This was what we discussed in our coaching. When you're doing so much better, you trade off the pieces, grab everything you can. Trade the rook on e1. He forgot about the rook. Bishop g6, knight f4, take on e1. There you go. He fixed the mistake. Bishop f7. Look at the speed. Bishop h6, trade. Exactly. Yeah, very, very good. Bishop takes on f4. No fun in business. There you go. King e6, you can also trade the knight for the bishop. Sorry, I'm cheering a bit here for Olzak. I'm supposed to be slightly unbiased, but...
Only slightly.
Only slightly. I'm not going to scream like Dina, though. I'll try.
Nobody can do that.
Nobody can do that. Now, Dina is very passionate. King d4. Wow.
King
Do not blunder the
C2.
bishop.
Boy, King C2, not a good blitz player.
No, not... No, you're going for the mate. Don't go for the mate. Simplify, my friend. King d3. All right. King e2. There you go. Think of the plan. Knight e5, knight e3. Do not blunder the bishop. Put the bishop at f3. No need. No funny business. Exactly. I think he's going to do it, Ben. I think he's going to do it. Very important game for the rankings, of course. I mean, Mosky leads 2 points. Yeah. h4 wins the game. Okay, no need for funny stuff. Knight h1, knight e4. Any move wins. Gotham Chess at the moment is also streaming, I know. I know he's covering this game as well. I can imagine. Everybody's cheering for their students. And now put the queen. Knight f2. Okay, that's a bit slow. I hope he's going to win this, Ben.
It's hard not to win it.
I've seen worse examples. I'm afraid. Like, what? What's very complicated? Why are you doing it so complicated? Okay.
Yeah, I think you're worrying too much.
There we go. Don't stalemate, please. Like, I've seen my fair share of stalemates. He wins! Woo!
Zach wins.
GG. Well done, Olzak.
no
Well
Archer.
done. Well done. You're the man. All the games are finished, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
Did my student win? Yay,
No
JJ
draws.
won. He has an extra queen and a rook, so he won.
And no draws, Ben. Look at this. I mean, draws are officially canceled today. Nobody's going to make a draw. Nobody told them. Like, the coaches, they apparently forgot to mention their students. Like, draw is a legal result. Because yesterday, like, this was the game of Drama Queen in the first round game. She was playing against Gotham Chess' student. And his student did not went into a stalemate because, I mean, it's a draw, right? So he opted for something else. But he did find the stalemate in the very end. Anyway, fun times.
All right, we have standings after round 3. We got 2 perfect scores, Lagondo and Vitom. And my student made a comeback after losing his first game. He won his next 2. Go JJ. Go Olzak. Our students are doing well, 2 out of 3.
JJ is also going to do fantastic. I mean, Ben, we are definitely going to have a game between JJ and Olzak. We can be as biased as we can. But I suppose that's coming in the coming rounds. So 4 more rounds to go.
Yep, we're almost at the halfway point. That was round 3 of day 4, under 2000 section here at CoachChamps. I'm here with GM Archer's Nick Sons, and hopefully you guys will stay around and come back, watch us after the break. Round 4 coming up.
Vishayaman. I met him for the first time in 1988 at the first Olympiad I was taking part, and he was also playing, representing India. And we got to meet him. Shortly after that, he visited to Hungary, to Budapest, to our home. And it was amazing. I've never seen somebody like that before, who was so addicted to chess. He was so much pulled in. All his thoughts were about chess, chess, chess. In his hand, it was always a chess magazine, because of course we had a lot of that too, or a chess informant, always telling stories, playing and analyzing in his head. We played a lot of blitz also. He was incredible fast. He was the speediest, fastest player at the time by far, who I knew. And then later on, I saw him in competition in Vacanze a year later or 2 years later. He was just playing, blitzing his classical games. He was spending not more than 30 minutes for the whole game. So he was so much into the game, and he had so much passion, and he had so much dedication, and he was so young, and he was just so happy with playing chess. And then later on, tons of times we played together in different tournaments, not only because he was, of course, a great player at a very young age already, the first grandmaster from India, but also he moved to Spain, so he was more European for many years, I can say maybe for a decade or a decade and a half. So he was very concentrated on his results. And he was always a person who was not looking for conflicts. He was very much avoiding conflicts or difficult moments. He was a very solid man all the time. At the same time, at the board, he was always extremely well prepared. And he had some incredible qualities. I remember a story when he played an extremely sharp position in Spain. I think in Dos Hermanas, we were playing in the same event. And it was like a huge, massive position. And I asked him, well, Wishy, isn't this game was so frightening? Everything is hanging, it's a mess, it's dangerous. He said, well, if you're training and you make the right preparation and you work on it, then it's not so dangerous at all. I mean, you make your preparation. So that's the guy he was, that he was ready to put into the game all this work and effort to reach his goals. So this was very special to see him. He's, I think, a great inspiration example for Indian chess. So he's one of the persons, I believe, who we can say that has the biggest influence, but definitely is a huge influence into the next generation. Because what I've seen him as a person who was dedicated for becoming world champion, he was a 5-time world champion, and now what he initiated in India, and he was the first grandmaster. Now there is 88 or 89 grandmasters. So that's an incredible journey, what he's been doing. And I'm pretty sure we are going to see him doing more activities where he can inspire and put very much himself into all these positive vibes, and to make the chess world stable and better and enjoyable.
Hey everyone, we're back with round 4 of Coach Champs. I'm here with GM Archer's Nixons. I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold. I can almost pronounce my own name correctly, so that's good. I pronounced one of the names correctly.
No, I think you're doing really great. Yeah, Nixons, whatever. As long as you didn't say GM nonsense, that's the worst version I've ever got.
You're GM no nonsense. No nonsense.
No nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm GM business. Yeah, exactly. No nonsense. Exactly.
Yeah, and here's round 4 pairing.
Yeah.
And we have our students playing Olzek versus JJ0268. We have a rooting interest in that game.
I suppose that's the game we're going to follow a bit more closely than the other games. Of course, we're going to try to give our love to everybody. And the games are starting. To be honest, it feels like today the games are starting faster. Or maybe it's just because I'm doing the commentary today. I'm not just watching, and the pace it feels faster.
Yeah, it feels like the games are going really quickly.
Yeah, there's no draws. Draws are banned in the strongest band of CoachChamps. I don't know, maybe there was like a pre-tournament meeting by Chess.com staff, and they said, listen, the ratings, we care about ratings. They say, do not make draws, right? And everybody was like, yay, okay, we're not going to make a single draw. And that's what's happening. There's no draws in the tournament. All right.
Four interesting openings.
JJ didn't play the Caro because of D4. Oh, yeah, this is a poisonous. This is a dangerous setup. Ben, does your student know anything there?
No, he doesn't know anything.
Okay. Really?
Actually, we talked about this from the white side.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, we talked about this, but only from the white side.
It's very dangerous. Like this queen d2 long castle followed by h4, h5. I mean, it comes straight from the Sicilian dragon. I mean, this idea is a very famous idea, and Olzek has played it so many times. Rook e8 engine doesn't like it, and I think that JJ here is making the wrong choices.
Yeah, this isn't a good opening choice.
A5, of course. You have to do something. And Olzek knows everything. Like, this is a common move in the Sicilian dragon. You want to play h4, h5, open up h-file. If you have to sacrifice an exchange, sure, no problem, open up the king. Like, let's say Black plays some random moves, like bishop d7. Let's say I'm going to play h4. Let me put it on the board. h4, c6, h5. The big idea is not h5, is immediately GG. Rook h5, queen g5, and one more game, not a draw.
Exactly.
All right, h4 played very quickly, and also it seems he is like now feeling lifted by the success of the previous game, and me as his coach, this is a very, very a great thing to see. But I also understand that JJ is he has definitely received your coaching, Ben, and he knows that when your opponent is steamrolling you at the king side, you're supposed to do something on the other side, except that it's probably a bit slow.
Yeah, this is not a good opening for Black. At least he got some counterplay.
I suppose you don't want to really focus on it too much at the moment. Yeah, we can switch. I mean, it's up to you, Ben. Like,
yeah, I know it Yeah, let's see what else is going on.
Yeah, this 92 by Olzek, well, I did not like the choice. He was played so quickly because I felt you have to trade the knight. Now, the point here, Black's position is holding on because the knight on f6. If the knight on f6 is gone, there's going to be a mate. And c5 just facilitates the knight on f6 being gone, so Olzek is just crushing here. e4, e5 is already killing the game. So what else do we see? Gotham Burgess. This time I'm pronouncing his name correctly because it's so easy to pronounce it Gotham Chess, but it's not Gotham Chess, it's Gotham Burgess. He has, what does he have? Some Catalan, Neo-Catalan with C4, Modern Benoni with colors reversed.
That's right, it's a Benoni with colors reversed.
And the engine likes Phoebe's position a bit better. I mean, Phoebe in the previous round, she missed a golden opportunity to take down one of the tournament leaders, Vito. Like, Vito miscalculated. And Asmara, oh, I'm afraid she's in a full tilt. She's already down a piece. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was a very strange opening.
I feel so sorry. I feel so sorry. Yeah, for
Can we go back and see how she lost a piece? Because I didn't see how she lost a piece.
Because I know Andres is watching this. I know, Andres, you're watching this right now. And Andres thought is her coach. You know, this is how I felt yesterday. Yeah, like you're watching. You have given the best coaching you can, and there's the nerves and everything, and there's some drama, and boom, it just goes completely sideways. And you're watching this in silent horror. Like there's nothing you can do. And Asmara, yeah, so she, okay, the opening is not perfect, but it's a playable position. So let's just fast forward what was here. D4, check here. What? Queen E2? Is this a mouse slip? What is this?
I think she forgot her knight was attacked. Just
Okay.
forgot it.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. That's what
like
it
you
is.
said, the way you start, like you start snowballing into like just losing.
Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard for Asmara right now, and Vidom, of course, is looking for the excellent opportunity to capitalize on it. The game is, of course, not over. White has some tricks. Knight f7 is one of them. Maybe an open H file, but as they say, a piece is a piece. And I'm afraid, Ben, there's also c4, and this bishop is gone as well. The game is done. It did not even start. This is just, again, pure psychology and nothing else. Like, Asmara is so much better than this. And that's what I was like telling yesterday about Drama Queen. Like, exactly the same stuff. They're so much better than this, but the tournament pressure, very unfortunate start. And there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the overview. See what else we're missing.
See if my student's still playing.
He is playing. So there's good news. So he has managed to avoid the checkmate. The king is on h8 in relative safety. I don't know if you can call that safe, but it is safer than before. What else? Logando against Muskie chess, also a very important matchup. Muskie, of course. Yeah. Caro, I think. Yeah, it looks like Caro.
Well, it was a Scandinavian.
Scandinavian?
Yeah.
Oh, really? It looked like Caro to me. I mean, the position looks like a
Caro.
Yeah,
it looks like a Caro, yeah.
I was thinking about teaching the Scandinavian to the students. It's a very aggressive repertoire, but like I was focusing so much on mainly fixing things like the time management, converting. I did teach some new openings to some students, but like there was very little time available to us. It's only 1 month.
Yeah.
So maybe let's go full screen to this game. Logando against Muskie. So Logando is one of the tournament leaders, 3 points out of 3. Muskie, 2 points out of 3. And Muskie's position, to be honest, Ben, I like more. So this is a great Scandinavian he's got, or Caro, or whatever. Maybe it doesn't really matter. And he is having immediate pressure on the knight on G3.
Yeah, White's going to have to play something like knight f1. It's not something that White wants to do, or knight e2.
Knight e2, yeah. Where do you castle? Do you castle long side or short side?
They both seem okay. Probably short side. I'm worried about b4, b5.
Right. Of course. White is going to open up the queen side. But at the same time, like long castle is a bit more fighting choice. A short castle is a bit more like a positional choice. Mm-hmm. And what I'm usually teaching to my students, Ben, is that you can't play like this. You can't play like this and keep your king in the center, because that's what we played at age 10. Like, you develop both flanks at the same time. I just like, I'm going to castle the king side. I'm going to castle the queen side. You're never going to guess which side I'm going to play, right? And last time it worked at age 10, to be honest. Like when we did receive some specific education at Riga Chess School, but I would always advise, like, you got to make a choice early on. Just make a choice, castle either way, and don't do this. But here it seems it's working.
Yeah, I'm looking at knight g5.
Knight g5. Makes sense. Bishop e4 is a bit premature. I think Muskie should complete development. Like the king on e8 is not going to be where you want it to be when there's things opening up. Does he want to take on f3? I think this was a strong bishop on g6, so I don't think it's a good choice.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, knight c3 seems okay also.
Right. But I like your idea more, Ben. This knight g5, like it felt a bit more challenging. Also, like here, if you would play knight g5, you don't allow the king to cast alongside. The pawn on f7 is hit. And the knight on g5 is very difficult to get rid of. It's a great outpost. You could play f6. So Black is paying the price for including h5 earlier in the game. But all right, anyway, knight c3 is a decent move. Ben, I have a question to you. Are we going to get our first draw in this round?
I don't think so.
When it's going to be? Like, this is round 4. Okay, maybe I'm going to make you another question. Are we going to get a single draw in this tournament?
Yeah, I think we'll get a draw at some point. But
like
not
7th round or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not earlier. All right. Okay. Yeah, everybody is such a fighting spirit here. So bishop 5 is retreated. Okay, Asmara is losing, unfortunately. Maybe let's go once again to the bird's eye view and see, evaluate the chances for all the players. So Olzek is still crushing JJ. I'm sorry, Ben. Olzek's position looks really fantastic, but at least what I can say is that your student has managed to generate some counterplay at the queen side, and also he has more time on the clock. Oh, f6, goodbye.
Yeah, f6 looks good.
That's immediately lights out.
White can play f6, that's okay. Black playing f6, that's not okay.
I understand. So you talk about your principle, yeah? So where did it actually originally come from? I mean, I know this. It's a pretty famous saying that you don't advise your students to play f3 or f6 because it weakens the king. But what's the story behind it?
It's just, I just made it up.
Really?
Okay. Not really a story. When students played f3 and f6, they would weaken their king too much. I told them to stop doing it.
Right. All right. But it's a good thing. Yeah, there's somebody even brought up your comment from
never play f6.
Never play f6. Yeah, but white should play exactly here f6. f6 is the thing. Yeah. I mean, why is it taking so much time? Like f6 is the most obvious move in the world. No, knight g5. Knight g5 and now f6. Okay, fine. I hope he does see the move f6. I mean, it's right there. f6, queen g7. Come on, you got to do this. 2 minutes. There you go. He did it. Checkmate on the board. Queen g7. Oh, don't play rook d3. Yeah. Ben. I thought, what would be thinking like in this position, I'm winning this position, but first I'm going to include rook takes on d3. Yeah, like just to make fun of my opponent. Yeah, this could be really something.
Is that what happened?
No, it did not happen. like what I am, my trained coach's eye is I immediately spot these things that are about to happen. Like I'm seeing the student playing, I already see they're going for the stalemate. I'm like, no, don't go for the stalemate. And they're going for the stalemate. Yeah, like DQ's game yesterday, this knight c6, I had such a bad feeling she's gonna go for the stalemate, and she did it. It was so bad. But all right, it happens. Let's go back to the overview. And Olzek is the first to win of the round. 3 points out of 4. I'm sorry, Ben, for your student, but I'm happy for Olzek.
No, Olzek deserved to win that game. My student didn't play the opening right. Got crushed. Asmo must also be not resigning.
Yeah, down the rook. Queen trade is incoming, like black is having all the fun. And Logando is getting crushed.
By
all right.
Yeah, bishop
But
takes
Muskie
g3.
And Vitom, yeah, Vitom's going to win. So Vitom is going for a clean 4 points out of 4. Bishop takes on g3 doesn't look like a double exclam move to me. It just looks like a normal sacrifice. The white king is so exposed.
Phoebe looks like she's going to win now, yeah? Looks like no draws again.
Yeah. Like in this game, white just won one game, and all the other games, Phoebe is crushing with the black color. I think she played some good chess so far. And what does she have, actually? What is even there? Is there like a mate? Oh, you just take on f2. And queen h2, and the white's position is falling apart.
Yeah.
So white is in big trouble. Logando is trying to salvage whatever he can. By the way, Vitom just defeated Asmada. For Asmada, if I'm not terribly mistaken, that's the 4th loss in a row. It is what it is, I'm afraid. I feel very sorry for her, but that's a tournament. And Vitom, perfect score. 4 points out of 4. What a result.
Wow. That's amazing, yeah.
All right, but we have 2 more games. Which game do you want to follow, Ben?
Masky chess.
Let's do it. King h1. Masky tried to deliver a cheapo. Logando said, I know what you want. So here after bishop h2 check, knight x and h2, of course, would be a big mistake. Queen h2, queen h1, checkmate on the board. So why plays king h1? No checkmate just yet. And Musky's not castling still. Unbelievable. But the clock. Ben.
Uh-oh. The engine doesn't like that move.
Is it knight h2? Knight h2, bishop f4? Is it knight h2, bishop f4? Is this what he missed?
I mean, just knight h2,
think...
queen takes e5.
Oh, just queen e5. Even better. He forgot the bishop is hanging, like the queen is blocked by the knight.
Bishop f4 is good too.
He found it.
Yeah.
And now you gotta ignore the knight. Like, you gotta castle away. No, he takes it. Queen e5. Crazy. This is crazy. I mean, Logano was getting crushed totally here. Now he's about to win it. Queen e5. But, man, I think all the trouble started by not castling. Like, the king on e8. Now it's too late.
No, you're right. Yeah, knight e5 was a really big blunder.
So we go back a couple of moves. This was the position. Black is completely crushing. Do whatever you want. Play bishop f4. Leave the bishop, whatever you want. Like bishop f4. Castle short, castle long. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Like, that's the thing I was telling to my students, pretty much all of them. Never do funny stuff when you're doing great. So when you're winning, do not complicate things. Knight e5 complicate things, but
yeah,
it's easy to say, I suppose. The game continues.
Yeah, but Masky chess also has a bad time situation and end down a piece.
Is he going to castle finally? That will be a good moment. Maybe take the pawn, but I mean, your king is in the center. Watch out for knight e5 stuff. I would castle. Sure castle. Okay. And the other game, we have Gotham Burgess.
A piece is a piece.
A piece is a piece. Exactly. And also an extra minute on the clock is an extra minute on the clock. Bishop f4. White is very active. I think you got to take the pawn here. Maybe some bishop g4, try to scare the opponent of something. Knight h4 is good. So at the GM level, I think, of course, GMs would win this easily. But at the club level, everything can still happen. Rook d1, watch out, bishop g4. You can still blunder this. Rook d1 is such a natural move. There might be some unexpected moves with knight f3, g5, etc. There you go, he blunders it.
And he played rook d1, just as you said.
Right. There you go, bishop g4 is on the board. And again, it's a 3-result game. But I mean, 23 seconds for Muskie. It's not going to help.
But imagine if you were White's coach seeing the move Rook D1. You'd be like, oh no.
Yeah. Absolutely. So Logando, he is coached by John Kabadai. Very unhappy to see this, of course, but yeah, that's the one thing, Ben. I also noticed that so many students that are overdoing it, they love to push the pawns. Like they get so carried away with those pawn pushes. That was the problem of Drama Queen. I told her that's a big problem. You have to work at it. But again, in this 1 month, we did not really get a lot of chances to work on it. And also here, this H4 makes a target. Like it's not going anywhere on its own. Knight C3.
Knight C3.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Go back. Everybody fall back. I think White is playing on the clock.
What's going on in the other game?
Yeah, the other game, Phoebe Whitty just won her game. No draws. No draws. Only game left. I think White should be aggressive. Knight C5, go after these pawns. C3. Is there some H3, Knight H4, Knight H3 problem? Looks like it. And I was wrong. Like I said, do not push the pawns without developing the pieces. But here, actually, it's the right thing. Oh, no! Rook H4! Oh, my goodness. And 4 seconds for Muskie. He might lose this on time. He has a winning position. But it's all about... Yeah, but this Rook at E4, Ben, you might drop it. Like, the Rook at E4 is so tricky. Like, okay, you can escape, but 4 seconds plus 2 seconds per move? He's got to be so nervous right now. And you can see the pain in Lagando's face. He realized there's just no way to save the knight. Take on G3, simplify. Rook E2, Rook D2 probably is incoming. Lagando looks to be losing this game. Bishop C2, nice trick. Nice trick. I really like it. Black and flag. F5, excellent response. Bishop E4, Knight E4. That was a very difficult move. 2 seconds. Take on B2. I think this is also the position, Ben, where you can make a lot of, you can make a lot of easy moves, right? Let's see. How is the technique for black? A5. I mean, we saw some... Mate one. King H4. There was a mate.
He saw the mate too. He shook his head.
Again, G5 was a mate and Rook H3. It's still winning. It's still easily winning. By now he should see it. By now he should see it already. No, he doesn't see it. Okay. I would have played King G3. Okay, now black is going to do it. Yeah, 11 seconds. Lagando is going down. And we are going to have only one sole leader, and his name is, most likely, if I'm not going to jinx it, the sole leader's name is Vitom. And the bishop is gone as well.
Well, he doesn't take the bishop.
He doesn't take the bishop. What? Lagando is having a laugh. What's going on? Why I'm still alive in this game?
Well, he went from 2 seconds to 25 seconds. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, you can see that Muskie is good at blitz or bullet. Watch out for stalemate. Never give up. Never give up. Nobody has made points by resigning early. That's the rule. And what's the ladder? There you go. That's the ladder. Queen B1, Rook A2.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the speed, how quickly he did it. Like, there was even no hesitation, Ben. Rook C2 immediately. What a game.
And we still have no draws.
No draws. No draws. What a game. And what a game by Muskie. 3 points out of 4.
We're past the halfway point.
Yeah, could have cost the game him dearly. Like, he blundered this, and there you go. all the games are decisive. Asmada, unfortunately, pre-tournament rating favorite, is hurting. 4th loss in a row. This is something we saw under 1200 category, where, again, pre-tournament favorite Brian, he was like much higher rated than everybody else, and unfortunately, he started with 6 losses. So this tournament, yeah, it's just cruel. It's just cruel. And if you don't start well, yeah, then that's the result.
Here's the standings after round 4, another 2000 section. VTOM has 4 out of 4, clear first place. Your student Olzek is tied for second with Lagondo and Nasky Chess.
And they're playing the next round. Yeah, they're gonna face each other in the next round. So this is the battle for the championship, possibly. And VTOM is playing pretty well. Like, he was lucky against Phoebe. This G4 Queen H2 idea, he got unpunished.
The good player is always lucky.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Okay, we're going to go on break. We're going to be back with round 5 on the other side. This is Coach Champs. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Oh wow. Are we sure the bishop is on d1 and not a4?
Yeah, it's on d1.
Okay.
Right.
Like, I'm just curious as to what the opening came from. Like, white has lost the rook, and white is actually just down on exchange. Okay.
Queen takes f6. Black can capture it in 2 ways or go back. Back is just made in 1. Knight takes e6 with the pin. Bishop takes f6, also made in 1, same way. Bishop covers f8 with on the e-file. And so the most tenacious is knight takes f6. Knight fg5. Leaves only 1 move for the king to go, to e8. And then knight takes f6 with a pin. The knight also covers d7. The knight covers f7 and bishop f8, and nowhere to go.
Amazing.
If you just ask me for the best move, then it would be a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite from the Bota sisters?
No.
True.
What? I'm shook. I'm honestly happy about that answer, but I know I'm still the favorite.
There are sides in the sisters that I appreciate more, like in each of them.
Am I your best friend? You asked me this question, so I get to turn the tables on you.
You're one of my best friends?
He shook his hand no.
She is not your best friend.
I know. Do you think Alex and I are the most entertaining chess content creators?
Yes.
She thinks you're good, but it's a lie.
It's still a lie.
Okay, I still love you. You really
What if
tried.
I'm just genuinely nervous answering lie detector?
So what happened is that she gets the question, and she's thinking that, oh yes, they are.
Yeah, but then
And then after a little while, boom, comes a reaction.
makes
says
sense.
that, okay, there are maybe someone else. Or...
Which is fair. I think that's a very fair answer.
Do you care more about your content career than your chess career?
Yes.
True.
Wow, and Dina's very competitive.
It's genuinely very hard to improve at chess at a certain level. Also, time is not in your favor. I don't want to say it's easier to rise as a content creator because it's very hard to rise as a content creator. But if you were to compare, make a career in content creation or in a professional like chess, I think I personally have more future in the content creation.
Hey everyone, I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold here with Grandmaster Archer Snake Sans, and we're having the pivotal round 5 coming up when we have matchups between the leaders. You see Vitom is playing Olzek. Vitom with the only perfect score, Olzek with 3 out of 4. Masky Chess also with 3 out of 4, plays Gotham Burgess. Lagondo Chess has 3 out of 4, he's playing JJ. And Phoebe is playing Osmoata.
And also, I think we should not forget, we should not forget, Ben, that this is still part of the overall rankings where the students are fighting for the points for the coaches. And right now we have 3 leaders sharing the first place in overall rankings. They are Gotham Chess, who is represented by Musky Chess, and Musky Chess is still in contention. Vitom is coached by Robert Ramirez, and Ramirez is right now looking really good, the man to beat in the CoachChamps. And also Olzek, Olzek, like I'm his coach, I'm right now in the 6th place, maybe not so much in the contention, but Dina Belenkaya, the other tournament leader, right now share the first place. Unfortunately, Phoebe is not at the top of the tournament right now.
Yeah, we have some interesting games. We have a couple of Carol Khans. I actually played a practice game with JJ in this particular opening that we have right now. With Lagondo.
Right. With Lagondo, yeah? And how did it go?
It was a few days ago, so I don't remember. I ended up winning, but I was worse most of the game. I like what Masky Chess is doing. B3, Bishop B2 again.
And I see there's a pretty big moment in Vitom's game against Olzek because White rushed with H3. Of course, we're going to check that immediately. And there you can see Vitom is like, oh, wait, I cannot take with a queen because my pawn on d4 is under attack. But now his pawn structure, Ben, just literally makes no sense. Black can play e6, knight c6. This is your dream French defense position because White has a pawn on e5, and with a healthy pawn structure, he's hoping for some future f4, g4, f5 ideas. Here it's simply impossible because White already is committed to a lot of weaknesses.
Yeah, this opening didn't work out for White. White played strangely because White played the d3 move and then started pushing the pawns. That's an unusual way to play.
I slightly don't like that Olzek is a bit so slow here. Like, that's the thing. I don't think that here it's such a difficult position. Like, you want to spend moves on critical moments. Here you have a lot of easy moves, right? So you have c6 and d4, you have e6, you have knight c6, etc. And I would always say to my students, like, you want to invest time when you feel like there's a lot to think about. Maybe he just wanted to calm down the nerves because Olzek also feels like this is the possibly for him the game of the tournament.
Yeah, very nice position for Black. White's pawn structure is terrible on the king side.
Yeah, but he's got to play a bit faster. It's a bit slow. I don't like it. Like, again, in the simple position already, he has spent like 2 minutes. He has made for the past couple of moves like 2 minutes. There's not so much to think about. Yeah, like e6, knight c6, okay, fine. He plays e6, could have done a bit better, a bit faster. Let's go back a bit. The opening phase, the Carol. Knight f3, d5, d3, g6. This is one of the tricky lines. Vitom responded with e5, followed by bishop g4. This was still the prep. d4, c5, immediately counterattacking the center. And this is the moment when I think Vitom, either he did not realize that Black is attacking the pawn on d4, he just blitzed out h3. Like an automatic move, and now he realized queen f3 drops the pawn on d4. And maybe he had to do this. Maybe he had to sacrifice the pawn. He decided not to do it, and now his position is pretty bad.
Yeah, great position for Black. Black's knight's going to go to f5. Bishop on g7 or e7.
Looks pretty fantastic. So, of course, I know that Robert is watching this game with great interest because Robert Ramirez right now is one of the tournament coach tournament leaders, and Vitom is the guy who can bring him the title of winner of the coach championships. But this game right now, it's not looking good for him, I'm afraid. So maybe let's go to the overview and see the other tournament games. So Vitom is struggling, but we have 3 more games. And by the way, still not a single game has finished in a draw. Are we going to get it this round?
It doesn't look like it.
Everything looks quite chaotic, and Muskie is in trouble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Maskey fell for a tactic. Knight takes g4.
I'm pretty sure that Gotham Chess, who is streaming right now, he's screaming something. Why are you doing this? So this is the current position here. Queen h4 drops the bishop on g4, but the real critical moment goes back to this moment. I'm going to go back now a couple of moves here. Like, that's the setup that Muskie was playing. He has chosen for the tournament from either color. g4, Ben. Like, I think this already is the second time he is keeping the king in the center, and I'm pretty sure that Levy was telling him in his coaching sessions, dear Muskie, or whatever his first name is, I don't know his first name, please castle. Please castle before you play g4. Please do it. And probably the student says, yes, sure, coach, I'm going to do it. And then he plays g4 anyway.
Exactly.
Right, so bishop e5, knight g4 is a nice refutation. Looks great.
The game's not over, but yeah, it's a terrible position for White. White's down a pawn with a worse position.
So who else do we have? We also have a fight of ladies. Phoebe Witty is playing against Asmoada. Maybe I can immediately switch to that game. And here you see Phoebe right now has 1 point out of 4. Phoebe is the student of Dina. I'm pretty sure Dina is right now glued to the screen. She's hoping that her student is going to outplay Asmara. Asmara's body language, unfortunately, doesn't spell a lot of optimism. Coached by Andras Toth. She's struggling. But either way, and I think this is also what every coach is going to extract from the tournament. It's still experience. Like, you put in the ring 8 very good players. One of them is going to win, and one of them has to lose. Unfortunately, that's how it works. That's also the rule in super tournaments. Like, you put 8 super GMs in the same arena, one of them is going to excel, and unfortunately, one of them is going to walk away with not the best emotions.
This is the only game that could be a draw.
For the moment, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. No, I just, it's so bad. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, bishop h7 is winning the queen. Yeah. Now she sees it. She sees it. Yeah, she noticed it. This is. I just switched the game. I'm so sorry. I don't want to watch this. Like, this is just watching somebody hurting. Let's switch the game and let Asmara be. Let's go to JJ. JJ is playing against Logando. Your student. How is he doing?
He's got 2 bishops. He doesn't like his last move. Bishop f3. Bishop f3 seems like a normal move. I wanted to play c4.
Yeah. You also thought, like, you want to keep the bishop on e5. Like, that's the thing. Like, I think everybody can remember, the viewers, like, your piece is best stand in the center. Like, there's always a principle, do not retract well-positioned pieces. Knight e5 is a blunder. Logando forgot about the pawn on b7, and to make things worse, there's even c6 after that. I'm sure Ski sees it now. Ben, do you think it's tiredness? I mean, the nerves, I don't think they already should play a role, because it's already round 5, unless you start really badly. Or is Logando tilting off the previous?
Yeah, I think it's nerves.
It could be, yeah.
JJ looks like he's rocking out to some music.
But that was also his body language, Ben, in the previous round. He was it previous round when he was getting crushed. Like,
Right.
I'm not really sure. You can tell how is he feeling. Like he was listening to music or whatever he's doing, or maybe like he is singing something in his head, and he was getting crushed at the moment. So I'm not sure that's really a tell. He just loves chess, probably.
Yeah. Boy, what a blunder! 95.
Yeah. I mean, there's like no tricks. Like there's everything is falling apart. Bishop a7 is here. C7 is here. Bishop a4 is here. I mean, this pawn is a monster. Maybe play rook c8, give up the exchange. Yeah, it cost a lot. It cost a lot. Let's go to the overview, shall we? And let's see what else is happening in the other games. Of course, I'm very, very interested in the game of Olja against Vitom. But you gotta agree with me, Ben. I'm just afraid to look at it. Like, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to have yet another heart attack. Like, in the past 3 days, I had like 5. Like, I'm joking, of course. Like, I'm still okay. But, watching these blunders, it doesn't leave good mark on my mental health. I gotta say, like, I better not focus on it at all. But let's see the overview, shall we? And see all the 4 games and estimate, are we gonna get a single draw in this tournament or not? What's going on? Is this a conspiracy or something?
Boy, Gothenburgis is crushing Masky chess.
That's what it looks like. And where's my student, Olzek? 4 minutes, great position. The time management could have been a bit better, but he's playing really great chess so far. I just don't want to look at this game for the moment. I'm pretty sure we are going to focus on it. Maybe we can go to Muskie chess. Muskie chess against Gothenburgis.
That game actually got pretty tricky because White played b4.
Oh, the knight is under attack and the bishop is under attack. How do you play?
The entrance says it's good for black, but I don't know why. Maybe knight a4 and take the bishop and take on e5. I don't know.
Oh, he saw a trap. Like, that's a nice fork idea. Beautiful. It wins the queen, but 92 changes things. So where's the idea? Sack the piece for many pawns? Like, maybe just retreat with the bishop somewhere here and play b6. But that's not easy. And you can see that Gothenburgis is thinking. He has plenty of time. Can I cheat a bit? I'm going to check the engine. Like,
yeah, you should cheat a bit. Yeah, because I don't see what either.
But he found it even without any cheating. I mean, Ben, c takes on d3 is knight e2.
Takes d2,
That's the idea. Let me put it on the board. Takes, here. 2 GMs could not figure it out. And Gothenburgis figured it out.
That's why we're the coaches and not playing.
That's why we are the commentators. Yes.
That's right.
Would you want to play in such a format, Ben? Like, I don't know, maybe not CoachChamps, or I don't know, like some format where we would be pitted in rating categories. We'll be coached by super GMs, I don't know, whatever. Would you like to be in such a tournament yourself?
That would be funny because the super GMs would be getting so upset all the time at my moves.
What are these pats or GMs playing there?
Yeah.
What is this opening, etc.? Yeah, could be tough. All right, I'm going to check Olzek. I'm going to do it now. I'm switching to it now.
Don't be afraid.
I'm afraid. I am afraid. I am afraid to check it. Rook AD1 is a mistake. 2 minutes and 40 seconds for Olzek. This apparently is a miss. I think there was some bishop d4, bishop e5 idea. Attack many things. H6 marks as a miss. I think bishop f6 will be the choice by white because you want to put your bishop in an active square. I don't like Olzek's time management in this game, but I think he's very careful. meanly.
Yeah, but he's playing well.
He is playing well. This is actually something I'm very happy to see. That this one move blunder that he had in round number 2, it did not influence him like at all. Bishop d4, I think he looks real fantastic. He found it. He found it. He found it. So f4, take on c3, just dominate the knight against the terrible bishop.
Yeah.
But like I was watching yesterday, like Drama Queen was suffering exactly the same how today Asmoada is suffering, and the quality of the games left much to be desired, unfortunately. Like, again, these are pure nerves and everything, so that's why Olzek is somehow a bit more, dealing with the stress. This is something, like, I don't know, as an actual coach, Ben, and you probably can relate to this. I mean, how do you coach this? Like, how do you approach your student who has problems with anxiety, who is like very emotional about the losses, and how do you say the right words to the student? Like, you say,
Yeah, I have a friend like that who gets very emotional and has trouble losing.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I do everything literally, and it sometimes just feels like there's nothing I can do. Like, our nervous systems sometimes are built completely differently, and there's just no matter what you say. So this is, I wish something I could also do better myself as a coach, like help students who are psychologically suffering and they're really reacting badly to losses. It's just very hard. Why does he not take on c3? I don't understand. Like, what's the problem to take on c3 and dominate the knight against the bishop? I don't understand this.
Yeah,
Such a
we
weird
can
choice.
pawn structure even more.
Does he
I'm
go for
getting
some
worried
cheap
about his
here?
time management too.
Yeah, this is a terrible move. Like, I thought here you had to play bishop takes on c3, b takes on c3, and just dominate the light squares. This bishop on c1 is useless. Like, what could put the pawn on h4? All the pawns are on the color of the bishop. It doesn't control any single long diagonal. The knight on the 5 is a goddess here. Like, it's staying there forever. And Olzek just retreated and went to e7 instead. Like, why? Now it's not so clear anymore. Okay, let's switch again. Let's switch. I knew it. I knew it was a bad idea.
It's too hard for you to look at the game.
I knew it. Let's go to the game of your student, maybe. JJ is crushing Logando.
Yeah, and he has slightly more time too.
He is doing great. You need to watch out for c4, c5. There might be bishop c5, and the bishop on d5 is hanging. So watch out for c5. I mean, black could play something like h5, c5, bishop c5. Oh, that's a bad move. Now c5 is actually a move. But Ben, I mean, after c5, can I sacrifice an exchange? And is this position even possible to win? I'm not really sure. Like, c5, rook d4, knight e4, bishop c5. Very little material on the board.
Yeah, it's better to avoid that, I think.
All right. Asmara, in the meantime, has lost her game against Phoebe. I suppose blundering a queen in the opening is a lot.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
So bishop b7 looks really great here. Bishop b7 to c6. I think the bishop already was on b7 at some point in this game. And Olzek just missed something. I don't want to go to that game. And maybe we can go to the game of... here, let's see first what's going on in the overview.
Well, not only Burgess is not only winning, but look at the time situation: 10 seconds to 2 minutes.
And I think Muskie already has been in this situation many times. Like, he has been in time scramble more than once. And was this the game that Asmara? That's the game. Round 2. Asmara blundered the mate in 1.
Whoa. Rook G1, hanging the bishop with check.
Oh. And this is going to be most likely the first victory.
Burgess gets the first win. That's his first win.
Huge loss for Levy and his chances to win the CoachChamps, because he's right now battling Vitom, and I'm afraid we are going to have to go to Vitom. We are going to have to go there. I can't watch. C4, great move. It wins the rook. Is it winning the rook? No, rook D4 is going to be a fork, so only moves rook G3 to keep the game alive. Only 20 seconds left on the clock, but black already should be pre-moving the move D3. Rook G3, D3. Olzek, you gotta play faster. You gotta play faster here. This is a bit slow. Knight f5, yet another easy move to make. Knight f5, Knight e4, something. I don't know. Knight f5, Olzek. You gotta move. Rook d8 seems a bit random. Watch out, e6. e6 is a move.
No, e6.
Rook d. What is going on in this game? Like, this was definitely a blunder. Knight e4, Rook d4. I can't watch.
It's
Black
okay
is seemingly winning. He's blundering. What is going on? The knight is on e4 under attack.
One was hanging. Yeah.
And now black is capturing the pawn. Knight f5. He blunders the pawn on e6. Jesus Christ. d2, rook b6. Now this is total panic. Don't give smart checks. Rook d3, your rook is under attack. Watch out for the fork. He misses it, of course.
No.
Another game to the list. Yeah.
White's technique is pretty good.
Yeah, with an extra rook, I suppose. Yeah, this was absolutely insane. Like, I can't believe it. But at least somebody's happy, and his name is...
He made a rook so there'd be less stalemates.
So Vitom wins, and this is really great news to Robert. Congratulations to Vitom. But there was apparently some very exciting action happening in JJ's game. So maybe let me pull it up.
JJ won by
he won it with en passant. Checkmate, Ben. Bishop g4 check,
wow,
f5,
I've never done
g6 and
that.
f6.
I've always wanted to do en passant checkmate. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
And we still have no draws.
No draws. I don't think we're going to get a single draw in this tournament. Oh, man. I feel like luck is not at my student side in this tournament, Ben, at all.
JJ recovered after that terrible loss last week to your student.
Yep. Well played. And JJ right now stands 3 points out of 5. Logando also had 3 points out of 5. And Vitom is cruising because he has like 2-point lead. I think he maybe even already has secured a victory in the tournament. Olzek is still in the second place, but I mean, this game, it hurts. It hurts so bad. Not only for me, but mostly to Olzek. And of course, the fight for the tournament is still on. But to be honest, it looks like here, Ben, Robert Ramirez is going to win the CoachChamps. I mean, that's what it looks like. I mean, Vitom has 5 points out of 5.
Yeah, 5 out of 5.
Unless he's going to drop the last 2 games. This game decided everything. All right, I suppose we are gonna make short break. We have 2 more games, right, Ben?
Yeah, we got 2 more rounds. We're gonna go on break, and that was round 5 of CoachChamps. 2 rounds to go, and the Speed Chess Championship is right around the corner. Rivalries abound as all 4 of last year's semifinalists return to battle. But can anyone step up their game and dethrone reigning champion Magnus Carlsen? It all kicks off October 13th as the strongest players in speed chess fight for a seat in the live finals in London. For all the details, use !SCC in chat. And we'll be back after this short break.
Magnus Carlsen, a special world champion. I met him at his teenage years. I remember very vividly when Simon Agdestein, at that time the #1 Norwegian player, very nice personality himself, very rounded. And I was watching a game in Benidorm, some blitzing, it was a rapid event, and I was looking, and then next to me, Agdestein comes and he just whispers in my ear that Magnus Carlsen, remember this name, a very talented boy. He's going to become a world champion. So this I remember very well. And then I had experience sitting next to him in tournaments. I'm playing in the A group, he's playing in the B group, drinking his orange juice, eating his walnuts and different things, seeing his family being extremely supportive, a very kind, nice kid, but he was not very social, I must say. And then later on, I was already kind of going to my final part of my career competitiveness when he was really raising. I mean, he became world champion in 2013, and I retired from competitive chess in 2014. But I was following, of course, in those years, how he was improving, how he was playing, how he was training. I got these informations that he was a player who was really looking and reading a lot of predecessors, old books, reading, trying to understand the essence of chess. And it was so beautiful to see while Kasparov brought all the freshness, the digital things, using the databases, using engines and all this, seeing Magnus Carlsen, the new generation who really born into this digital world, using books and reading books and trying to understand details. And I could see in his play that maybe he had some good preparation of openings, but he was more focusing on the middle game. He had endless energy playing out drawish endgames and later on winning them. I mean, he has like endless number of endgames. I'm sure everybody knows it, that he's a big grinder. And it's not that he wants to say, okay, I'm just better than anybody. Probably he thinks that way, and it's true. But he just loves the game. He just loves the game to be played out until the very end. He doesn't care whether it's 3 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. He has this incredible amount of curiosity for the game. And I think this is what gave him all the success, what he reached, and I hope there is a lot of success to come for him more. And well, I'm also very happy for him that he's having a family, starting out, becoming a father soon. And he's great for chess. He's a very active and very outspoken and cool, sportive personality of the chess world.
we're back, everybody. We're at the penultimate round of Coach Champs under 2000 section. I'm GM Ben Feingold. Joining me is GM Arturs Nexans. And it looks good for Vitom, Arturs.
Yeah, like unfortunately for me, that looks very good for Vitom. Also, unfortunately for Gotham Chess and Dina Belenkai, who right now is sharing the lead in the tournament because Vitom is the student of Robert Ramirez, one of the overall ranking leaders. And if Vitom is going to score at least half a point in the remaining 2 rounds, not only he is going to clinch the under 2000 category, but also he's going to crown his coach, Robert Ramirez, as the winner of the Coach Champs. But still, he needs to make this one half a point out of 2 games.
It looks like he's not at the board yet. He's already lost 15 seconds, 20 seconds on the clock. He's busy celebrating with champagne.
A bit early. We have seen some videos on YouTube. You don't celebrate early. You have to fight it out until the very end. Like, unfortunately, there's a lot of viral videos on this topic. Bishop c4 is played. Vitom is back at the board. Musky Chess, again, plays his beloved setup. And I'm hoping that Olzek has managed to calm down. Because that's the thing, Ben, that people immediately... Oh my goodness, d6 is played by Vitom?
Vitom already makes a terrible move.
Pure nerves, right?
I mean, I've had this position in blitz chess many times.
I think you could take on d5 here, bishop f7, king f7, queen e8, bishop b4 check. I think we're going to see this. Like, we are going to see this, right? There we go, d6 and e5 is played. And bishop f7 is an easy move. Don't take on d8. Take on f7. This is a very basic trick. Ben, what I really like is the expression of Vitom. He seems really like a chill dude. And he's like, okay, look at that. Look at that. I just blundered this. And
I've had this position many times in blitz chess on my stream. This is very common in my games.
And I can hear the wind is bringing the screams. Okay, the screams from Robert Ramirez. Like, he is watching this like, let's just get the thing done. And no, my student does this out of the opening. But to be honest, no, I think that Robert, he is very chill. He's very chill. Like, I was watching his commentary. He's always very composed. He was always saying to Dina, like, Dina was the one screaming in the mic, like, what's going on? And Robert was the one who was saying, like, it's chill. It's chill. But I mean, still, Ben, when you're in this position, you're this close that your student is going to win it, and you're not going to clinch the championship, and your student just completely messes up. You got to scream. I mean, when else do you scream if not now?
Yeah.
I would scream. I would definitely scream. I'm screaming right now.
This is just a pawn down for black. Yeah, it's just nerves.
Yeah. But the position is still playable. Sort of.
Yeah, it's not affecting his time management. He's still playing fast.
Indeed. Indeed he is. And maybe we can go back to this moment, to the opening phase, and explain why this was a mistake. So bishop c4, knight f6. I think it's safe to conclude Vitom was not ready for the bishop's opening. And Logando, John Kabadai, great choice. Like, this is also something we're going through with DQ, who we decided to play e4, d5 from the black's perspective. Like, we checked all kinds of rarities. We checked the bishop's opening. We checked the king's gambit, not very deeply, unfortunately. We checked all gambits, Sevens gambit, this, that gambit, etc. And this d4 apparently was simply missed. during the preparation. Unfortunately, that's what it looks like. And Vitom just didn't know. He just didn't know this opening. So that's why it's resulted.
Vitom's already back in the game. He's already doing
Really?
okay. Yeah.
Oh. Look at that. Look at that. And what just happened?
That's like that.
So in this moment, why play Bishop D5?
Yeah, that's quite a bad move.
I mean, this is the problem. Like, this is the problem. Like, we were having with my students, and I think that's a problem with every single participant of the tournament. Like, they're not used to think about the opponent's responses. Like, it's about them. Like, it's their idea. I'm going to play Bishop C6. I'm going to play Knight E5. But the fact that the opponent can actually also do something Knight B4, that's usually the hardest part for them.
Big time advantage for Vitom now.
I know he's better. Just like that. Just like that, he's better. Shall we go to the overview? So this was a crazy opening.
Yeah.
And he has survived. Oh, Muskie has landed his knight on E6, man. Look at this. That's a beautiful knight.
Very confusing position.
And it happened after the B3 opening, by the way.
Yeah, JJ played F5. We didn't talk about B3 on move 1. But he played F5 pretty quickly.
So he knew something about it then. All right.
Yeah, I guess that was his prep.
So this is the current position. The knight on E6 is fantastic. Queen B5 is impossible because of the fork. That's the big idea. So let's go back. This is how you, I mean, I could make a YouTube video out of this. This is how you crush your opponent with B3 in 10 moves. There you go. B3 F5, Bishop B2, Knight F6, E3, E6, Knight F3. I don't see the crush for the moment. Bishop D3, Muskie follows the plan, but I mean, here the bishop on D3 is staring in the face of the pawn on the 5. Looks questionable choice. Now he changes the mind. Oh my goodness.
Knight D7. What a terrible move.
Yeah, and I think it was played pretty quickly. I don't see the timestamp here. Like, I think it was played pretty quickly, and suddenly you can't protect the pawn. I don't think I've ever seen this. Knight E6. Bishop D4 was a mistake because of whatever. I don't know, Bishop D3 maybe, any move. And that's a miss because Knight C5 was the better move.
Yeah, Knight C5 looks better.
Yeah. And White is still better, but not winning anymore. And Knight 8, what is going on? Wait, what? I mean, that's a piece, right? Oh, he wants to go Knight C4.
Yeah.
Oh, trickster. Look at this. Look at this. The queen's trapped.
Yeah.
Queen B5, Knight C7. No moves for the queen. But there's got to be a problem. I don't like this for White like anymore, just as I did before, because all of White's pieces, they're kind of hanging. Like they don't have any coordination. Like it feels like there could be one move for Black, and White's pieces are starting to fall apart. There you go. There's the move D5. Like the knight is hit.
Yeah, the queen attacks tonight. Yeah, everything's attacked.
That's a great move. Great move by Black. All right.
Well, this game is so wild.
Very wild, yeah. Knight G7, I suppose. What do you do? Knight G7. You got to take on G7. Knight G7, King F7, Knight F5, takes. But the knight on A3 is hanging as well. Maybe
That's
take
right.
on e7. Yeah, I play this position, but this knight is so bad. Like, I don't know. All right.
What a crazy game.
Indeed.
That's
Do we
what you
check
get
that?
with white plays b3 and black plays f5.
And what is going on here? Vitom is now getting crushed again. Okay. And I just love it. Look at Vito's face. Like, he's so chill. Like, do you see a single element of stress in Vitom's expression?
No, never.
Like, he's so collected. Like, okay, look at that. Okay, look at that. Like, I'm playing this weird game. And he was also the same body language in the time scramble against Olzek. Of course, as much as I hated to see that my student was losing, he was always like very chill. And also here, like, he looks very positive and seems to be just enjoying the moment here. He's playing great. I mean, not this game, but he's playing great. He's having a great tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, he's having a great tournament. Is more accurate than he's playing great.
Mm-hmm. And I just want to check very quickly what was the blunder. So we left it, like, there was a lot of moves. We left it here. This was the position. Going after the rook on b1. Forgetting about the pawn. Yeah, we talked about this. So they keep forgetting what the opponent wants. So he was so focused on winning the rook on b1 that Vitom simply forgot that white can get 2 pieces for it. And that's the end of the story.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, whatever happened in between, but this is the position. Watch out for rook d5 threat. King e6 is a threat, so you need to remove the rook. I think all the 3 results are still possible here because, yeah, King g2 just blundered, of course, rook d5. Because Vitom is incredibly fast. He has 8 minutes.
Yeah, he always plays quickly, whether it's good or not.
So what do you say, Ben, in the beginning? Like, if you have a choice to play quickly or slowly, better play quickly, yeah? Or what
That's
was
right.
it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, then you should play quickly.
Like, when you're playing badly, at least play quickly. Like, I think a very bad combination is you're playing badly, you're playing slowly.
That's right.
Doesn't that up? Like, you can play slowly, you can play well. But playing slowly and playing badly as well, it's just not a good combination.
Bad combination, yeah.
Right. All right. And he missed it. He missed rook g5, by the way. Rook d5. He missed this maneuver. So let's go to W, shall we? And see what is happening in the other games. Of course, I'm interested in Nozak.
Boy, JJ's completely winning, it says. He's just up a piece.
Who is winning?
A piece for nothing.
JJ. Oh. Yeah, we can go to that game. Wait, what? Where did the knight on e6 go? What happened to the knight? It was there. You remember?
The queen took it.
There was a knight on e6 last time I checked.
There was, but then black played queen takes knight.
Okay, d5. What on earth is this? Okay, so he saw fork and he forgot the knight.
Yeah, he forgot his knight was attacked.
Okay. All right.
Go
no,
JJ.
I mean, yeah, JJ is doing really great right now. I mean, 3 points out of 5. And he is totally having good vibes. Or maybe he's just nervous. I don't really know. Playing well. Big news, Asmoada is winning against Gothenburgers. So maybe let's go to that game immediately. As I saw, people mentioned this in the chat. Of course, Asmara, a fellow streamer, has a lot of followers who want to see her succeed. And apparently this position, it's just a piece. I don't see any attack. Queen g6 is knight g6. Yeah, but it's still not over. Yeah, you still need to watch out for some tricks here, like rook f7. By the way, rook f7, things could go easily either way. Oh, there you go. Rook f7, watch out. Don't take the knight. That's going to be a checkmate. Knight f7, queen g6, rook f7. I would not be still so sure. Like rook e7, I think it's a move here. You have to find.
Could just play rook c4. Queen g5.
Yeah, but rook c4 is still scary, Ben. You gotta agree, right? This rook on f7 really bothers you. Like, we see it. It's not a problem. But I'm not sure they see it. And they're concerned. Knight c4 is also a move. But that leaves the pawn unattended. Where do you put the king? King e1?
That's a good question.
King e1. Only move. Only move. And if you play king e1, put back the knight, attack the queen. The pawn on e3 is irrelevant. It's, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Vidon won. What on earth is... How did he win this? Like, he is winning, and with this also, Robert Ramirez is officially the winner of CoachChamps. He's the champ. But this was the position. H4? What? F4? Oh, come on. Yeah.
And just like that, Robert Ramirez wins.
That just like that. Congratulations to Robert. Really fantastic performance by Vidom and Robert. So, but yeah, okay, this was like such a blunder. Can I maybe also now switch to Olzek? And Olzek has an extra rook. He's gonna do it. So the fight for the second place is still wide open. And Vidom is fighting for it. Do not blunder the rook, please. Oh, wait, he doesn't have an extra rook. He has an exchange. Rook c5. Be careful, do not blunder. Phoebe has managed to get 2 points. 96. There you go. That's it. Yeah, you can see she's like, oh my goodness, what did I just do?
You predicted, Archers, that he'd have an extra rook. You knew it was coming.
Yeah. No, maybe I felt it. But I didn't count the material. Phoebe just blundered the knight, and that's it. There's like 0 chances. Zero. Unfortunately for Phoebe, unless here Olzek is going to blunder somehow the rook, he's not going to do it. Shall we select another game, maybe?
Yeah, let's see if JJ's still winning.
Yeah, and of course, no draws. Yeah, so as we discussed, there's going to be... Where is JJ? I couldn't find him. There you go. As we discussed, like, draws in this tournament are officially cancelled. They don't exist. There you go. Not a single draw in the first 6 rounds, and we are not going to get it here as well. And with the pace the tournament is going, I don't think there's going to be a single draw in this tournament.
Yeah, I think you're right.
No draws. No.
JJ's winning on the board, winning on the clock. He's doing exercises.
Mm-hmm. And Uzi, yeah, I'm probably jumping a bit ahead of myself. Okay, we're going to check a bit later. The final round, of course. Yeah. Does he have something? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. He has the extra piece, right? I forgot. Like, Ben, we look at this position, it's very difficult to imagine that in the opening phase, White had the knight on e6.
That's right.
It just looks like a normal position. Okay, White is down a piece, but like that was a knight on e6. All right.
Yeah, he just didn't see it was attacked.
Olzek wins. That's an update, not a big surprise. He moves 4 points out of 6. There's a big fight for the second place right now. And Muskie and JJ, they're fighting for it as well, by the way. So JJ looks really good, Ben, to fight for the second place. And we'll see. Asmara is still winning against Gothenburgers.
Yeah, let's
Maybe
go see
that's
that game. Let's see that game.
Let's see. It looks quite scary for Black, though. I see this as winning, but watch out the king. Watch out for Rook of Fate. I don't think it's such a dead... I mean, wait, there's going to be a mate, most likely, yeah? There's a mate. There's a mate. That's why it's completely winning.
Oh, yeah, Queen E8 check is excellent.
And I see that White made a mistake before. Was there a chance? A couple of moves ago? I'm just going to go back a couple of moves. And apparently here, Gothenburgers could have tried to escape. Oh, he missed Rook of Fate. Rook of Fate takes queen before the game's alive.
Mm-hmm.
He could have escaped. But now he's getting checkmated. Really big news for Asmara. Asmara, you can see she's very nervous. No checking. Where's the mate? Where's the mate? Where's the mate? I don't think there's any need to be nervous. Like, 3 heavy pieces, exposed king. There's definitely a mate.
It'll be her first win. That's good.
Yeah, and Gothenburgers at the moment stands at 1 point. He's coached by David Press. Asmara by Andras. Not the best tournament for these two players, but unfortunately somebody has to lose. Rook G1, Rook G2 is going to be a mate. Queen E3, whatever. There's like probably a million mates here. Okay, this is one of them. Just don't mouse slip. Yeah, there's always the mouse slip. Congratulations to Asmara. You can see the relief. At least.
Let's see JJ.
JJ already finished. He won.
Yay, go JJ.
Yes. He won his game. Muskie was crushing him in the opening, but then Ben, I don't know what happened. Like, he got carried away. What a game. One more round. No draws. No draws.
Amazing. No draws. That's amazing.
You know, Ben, if I would have to predict, there's going to be a group where there's going to be not a single draw. I would have said it's going to be under 800. Like
Right,
that's
exactly.
the tournament which makes most sense. Win, loss, whatever. Yeah. But in this category, that's a surprise.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, that was round 6. Here's the standings. Vitom wins with 6 out of 6. There's a fight for second between our two students.
Yeah. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depends for who. We already know the winner of the CoachChamps. His name is Robert Ramirez. Congratulations to Robert. His students really well fought. But the fight for the other places is still wide open for the second place in this tournament, for the second place in overall rankings. But there's a huge gap. Not a huge gap, but a huge list of coaches between the first and sixth place. There's like 2 points. And everybody can still make it. And of course, it goes without saying that we are having a fight for a prize fund. That's what we are doing here. So we'll see. One more game.
Okay, we got one more round for you guys. Last round, round 7, coming up in the under 2000 section of Coach Champs. We'll be back in just a few minutes after this short break.
Okay, so I'll show an opening called the Ruy Lopez. It starts when we take this guy in front of our king. This is our king. And we're taking, these are like the foot soldiers. They're the weakest guys on the board, the ones that we can most easily sacrifice, so we kind of throw them forward immediately, although we don't always want to give them away. And then black just does the same thing. So same idea, copying us. And now we take this guy out, our horse. Should I say horse?
Yeah.
And then he is attacking this guy right in front. So basically, if our opponent doesn't do anything, then we're just going to, next move, just take it off the board. And then we're going to have more material. So our opponent is probably going to not copy us, but they're probably going to try to stop us from doing that. So they're going to kind of mirror us, and they're going to take their horse out, which it doesn't threaten us, but it makes sure that we can't, if we take this guy, then we lose our horse, and we don't want to do that because this is much better than these guys. This is really important. So we want to keep those, and we want to make sure that this horse is really not comfortable. So we take this guy out, and then we slide him along. These guys can go really far, so he goes almost the whole board, and now he's looking right at him, and there's nowhere for that horse to go, really. So it's, we can take it next move if we want. There's pretty much no escape, and that's the real Lopez.
My king is a little open, and I need to develop my pieces. How about pawn to a3 with the idea of pawn to b4 and then bishop b2, pressuring the e5 pawn?
Hey, I need your help with this puzzle.
Yeah, for sure. It's knight d5.
You think so?
Yeah, you either get a beautiful knight on d5 or black captures and gives you a strong pass pawn.
No way, the little guy will never survive without active pieces protecting him.
I'm just saying, I win positions like this all the time.
Hey, coach, we need your help.
What do we do in this position?
Oh, play bishop e3, develop the knight. This is a textbook case of a bishop-knight imbalance. You play b3, restricting the knight, and that sets the stage for a later pawn a4, gaining some space on the queen side.
Oh, that's great, thank you.
No worries. I'm International Master András Tóth. I'm presenting to you Jeremy Silman's masterpiece, The Amateur's Mind. In chess, in order to win games, we need to come up with masterful ideas, and that is exactly what this course is going to teach you about. We are going to weed out the faulty amateurish thinking, and we are going to replace it with masterful habits. And today, you are welcome to start this journey for free on Chessable.
Hey everybody, we're back with the final round of Coach Champs 2025. I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold here with Grandmaster Archers Nate Shans, and we're bringing you the live action. We've already determined a winner, Robert Ramirez, for the coaches, but we still have a big fight for second and third place. And in fact, our two students, me and Archers, our students are tied for second right now. So we still have rooting interest.
Yeah, absolutely. At least here we can have a decent result. So that's what we are hoping for. And yeah, so Vitom is declared the winner. Fantastic result. I don't think any of the previous category we had 100% result. I think the best result was 6.5 points out of 7. And here are the pairings. So Vitom takes on Muskie Chess, and I think, of course, Gotham Chess is very much interested in the result of Muskie because we are still fighting for some prizes in the overall rankings. JJ, your student Ben, takes on Gotham Burgess. Very important game, of course, for JJ. He's been playing really well, currently in the third place. Phoebe is going to take on Lagando, and Asmada is going to play against Olzik. And of course, as much as I'm happy for Asmada finally scoring the first victory, I'm afraid I'm going to cheer for Olzek quite a bit.
That's right. You got to root for your students. Somebody has to do it. If not us, then who?
Somebody has
Then
to do
who? Yeah.
Somebody has to do it. I mean, that's the duty of the coach. So, final game. I mean, Ben, it's been a long tournament, a long month.
And we still have no draws. I'm
no
surprised.
draws. Maybe we should make a bet. Some kind of a bet. Are we gonna have a draw in this tournament or not? But actually, I think it's gonna be a very easy bet because like it's pretty obvious we're not gonna get the draw, right?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a draw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now watch, all 4 games will be drawn.
No, I don't believe it. No way. So the games are about to start, and of course we're gonna stay for the moment at the overview. Maybe the most interesting game could be Vitom against Muskie Chess. Is it interesting? Maybe it's more interesting to watch the fight for the second place, Asmar against Olzek or JJ against Gothenburgess. A lot of action.
Okay, and my students' game has started. It's a 2 nights.
9G5. Ooh, big fight. Is they gonna go for 94? No. 94 is
My student plays Queen F3. Yeah, we looked at this.
H6, okay. Played very quickly. Recently, I saw a game in the FIDE Grand Swiss. Alireza Firouzja was playing against Nodorbek Yakuboev, if I remember correctly. There was this crazy game with c takes on b5. Anyway, like Black accepted the bishop on b5. It was very, very sharp game, but that's like top level chess. There's also London in a game of Asmar against Olzek.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bishop d3, that doesn't seem like the right square for the bishop.
yeah, doesn't look right. I don't like that Olzek played so quickly this rook e8. Like, I would have started with knight e7 to make it a bit more non-obvious.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, whatever. Oh, look at this sharp opening by Vitom against Muskie Chess, and Muskie just played the Scandinavian, and Vitom is like, bring it on, and he sacrificed the pawn and played b4, queen b4, a4, which leads to some tricky lines.
Vitom super confident.
Super confident.
Super aggressive.
It says a lot. It says a lot about his mindset. Like, I'm going to crush these guys. You know, I'm the boss. I have 6 out of 6. Let me just play some gambit just for
Wait,
fun.
I thought you were the boss. Wait, who's the boss now?
No, I am the boss. Like, I do have the cup, which literally says I am the boss. And
that's what I thought.
Yeah, sure. I am the boss. But
did you steal that mug from Bruce Springsteen?
Nah. That was a gift by my son. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't remember what was it. It was some birthday or Christmas or whatever. But anyway, I start to use it because I really like it. Like, I can fill in there lots of tea. Usually it's tea, like black tea. A coffee, I think, is a bit too much. And then my chat noticed it, and they started calling me the boss. Hey, boss, how are you doing? Boss. I'm like, okay. You got it. All right. D4. I mean, black is like not developed at all. The pawn is on d7. It's gone. No development here. White is out with 2 pieces. Bishop a3, knight c3. Go for quick development. Engine, as usual, says white has some compensation. Looks fun.
Yeah, it looks like a fun position.
Oh, wait. There's a big moment in the game of Asmar against Olzek. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. Asmar. No, I'm happy, of course, for Olzek. I mean, this is such a basic trap. Like, you can just read the body language of Asmar is like, of course. Like, I blundered this.
Yeah, it just wasn't her day today.
It's just so... I mean, the game, of course, continues, but I mean, this e4, rook e4, like, this is one of the basic ideas against the London setup. So maybe Asmara just forgot to check. But I think that she's just going to be happy the tournament's going to be over. I don't know why here Olzek is thinking. Like, what's he thinking about? Like, e4, that's a fork, right? Are you seeing there's a fork?
I don't know what he's
Are
thinking
you,
about.
are you seeing there's a fork? I mean, now I have to ask.
If he doesn't
Like,
play e4, you're going to go totally crazy.
then I'm just gonna quit chess like immediately. Like, if you've got play for the idea to play e5, e4, there you go. Okay, he played it. Like, and you don't execute, then I don't know what we're doing here, right? All right. So rook e4 is the only move. But anyway, as much as I cheer for Olzek, I feel for Asmara. But anyway, this tournament's gonna be over. Like, that's the thing. And I talked also a lot with DQ yesterday. She was very upset about the result. You can't imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And I just listen. Life continues. Yeah, like all of us, we have terrible tournament. Life just continues, and it's your very first tournament. And when you start to enter a tournament with a lot of expectations, everybody expects you're going to win, maybe yourself as well. And then you start battling, you lose. You just want to disappear off the face of the earth. That's what happens. But everybody is going to survive. So DQ is going to survive. Asmara is going to survive. Life continues. Life is good. It's just a painful experience. And always try to come back stronger. Anyway, the game continues, of course. 95 is played. And this is good news for me, of course, for Olzek, of course. He's playing some good chess. The game, of course, is still not yet done. You need to do it until the very end. What else do we see?
Boy, it says JJ's completely winning
Already?
against Gotham Burgess.
Oh. All
He's
right.
up the exchange in 3 pawns. Now the exchange in 4 pawns.
Okay.
But this was a blunder, it says. Bishop takes h6 was a blunder.
Rook
I guess it was
g6?
a rook g6. Probably rook g6, yeah.
Okay, I have to check the opening, right? Doesn't look like a normal opening to me. This was the 2 knights variation. Queen f3, h6, 94. Big theory, guys. Let's not worry about this too much. Queen a8, queen d7. Black is trying to trap the queen. You walk back. Bishop b7, queen f6, rook g8. Oh, this looks so scary. Another pawn is gone. Bishop e7. Never seen this position in my life. Queen b5, but he allowed a queen trade. I don't think he was supposed to do that. Yeah, white just has an extra exchange and couple of pawns. And he blunders a piece. And black misses it. And he blunders again. And black misses it again. Okay. All right, anyway, we're here. So there were some blunders in between.
Go JJ. Yeah, there's a lot of blunders this game.
There might be more. But these 2 bishops, they're really good, Ben.
I know. 2 bishops.
Rook b1. Simplify the position. Trade off the rooks. After that, it's GG, basically. I mean, this rook b2 was not a good move. I think Gothenburg just wants to get the tournament over with. No, JJ goes for another pawn. Okay, this is still winning.
Rook takes bishop and rook b1. Come on.
Exactly. It's such an easy, simplifying position. Like, it's easy for us again, but I talk to my students, especially with Olzek, when you're doing so much better, you have an extra piece, you simplify, and he blunders bishop h4. Of course. Yeah. How is it still?
I can play knight e2. I should still be winning.
Knight
Although
e2,
maybe
yeah.
bishop f3 then. Oh, no, then knight d4 check.
All right.
Knight d1 is going to be a2.
Knight d1 is also a move. But some of the things are really tricky. Knight d2, bishop f3, a black can play for the win. No, I can't believe it. Knight e4, yeah. Knight d4, he forgets about... Oh, I'm so sorry, Ben. You have to see this.
Knight e4.
Yeah.
What kind of move is knight e4?
It's a move that blunders everything.
Yeah, what?
Shall we switch?
Yeah, we can switch.
All right, let's go to the overview.
94. Terrible move.
Yeah, it's just hallucinations. So what do we see? What do we see? Olzek has an extra piece for 2 pawns. Now he lost a pawn somewhere. Got careless, I suppose. He still has a winning position.
Vitam is getting crushed. Vitam is completely lost.
Oh, wow. But Muskie chess. And Muskie is a student of Gotham chess. This is definitely something that Levy wants to see. This is, again, still a fight for the top places. So, G4. But he has 3 minutes.
Vitam plays so quickly.
Yeah. Very quick. And Muskie is known for time scrambles. He is known for this. Hits the rook at a3. Queen d6 is a great move. Also, the queen can go to f4. Rook h3. Okay. White is up to no good here. Like g5, h5, g6. I mean, this band reminds me of this line from the, you probably know it, the Scottish opening. There's a line where white plays rook h4, rook h3, rook a3, rook a4. Yeah, now it feels like it's the other way. Like rook a3, rook h3, and maybe rook h4. Weird. All right.
Yeah, this
rook
is terrible
c8.
for Vitam. 6-minute time advantage, though, so that makes up for it.
There's still some tricks. Yeah, so white has the attacks, some attack. Of course, we know. Like, there's no attack. But maybe they don't know it. You see some ghosts. And this is also a band. Oh, there's another poem, by the way. This is also a band that I realized where I have probably done the wrong coaching. Like, I have never worked with under 1200, let alone under 800. I have never done it. And I realized what I should have done is I should have focused on just pure brute force checkmate threats. What I try to do, I try to teach them principles like finish the development, secure the king, improve the time management. Now I realize, like, at that level, it doesn't matter. Like, now I know. Yeah, like, I was watching the games, like, brutal checkmate, h4, h5, h5, h4, always decides.
Yeah. Boy, black's up a lot of pawns.
Yeah.
Next
So
time
Vito
situation is so good.
he does not want to trade queens. As long as the queen is alive, king g2, whatever, he has chances. Like this h5, g6, whatever, like maybe king g2, queen f3, h5, h6, queen f6, something, queen g7. There's always ideas.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I want to check very quickly Olzek. Very quickly. I want to see how is he doing. He's winning, but his technique is not the best. He's been winning since the opening, and now he's down to 2 minutes. I don't like this. Oh, wait. I think my headphones just died. I will have to go full audio. Just a second. All right.
Yeah, black won a piece in the opening, and black is still up a piece.
Yeah. I thought I charged my headphones, but they just gave out. Weird. So, rook d7, very cautious move. I don't understand. What does he want?
Maybe he wants to double rooks on the d file.
Trade like this. Yeah.
Maybe.
It's not a bad move. I mean, the knight on a3 is disconnected. Do we go to your student? Is there still some hope?
Yeah, let me see. I haven't seen it in a while.
All right. Your student is, where is he? I can't find him.
He's down a piece in the end game.
Oh. Oh, all right. Is there hope?
There's no hope.
No hope. No hope, unfortunately, for JJ because
Played
this is.
lady 4. That was such a bad move.
Yeah. But we have one more game. We have not checked it. I'm afraid that's the game of Phoebe against Lagondo. I know the coaches are very much willing to see what's going on, so we have not checked this game. No. Oh, no, Ben. This might be the first draw.
It could be a draw. It could be.
Oh, my goodness. A whole, no. Pure horror. Oh, no. All right. Bishop a7, bishop. Wait, I don't think it's going to be a draw, Ben. Wait. Bishop b6 takes and d5, and suddenly gets very tricky.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who is playing for the win here. Like, do you take it and play d5? e5, d6, king c6, d7 here, king b5, f5. Okay, they just decide not to calculate because why didn't have any time. Might be a draw. All right. What else do we see? Maybe let's go to the overview. By the way, Muskie just defeated Vitom. Oh, and we have a first draw. Phoebe against Lagondo agreed to a draw. The only draw probably in the tournament.
Wow.
Yeah. Asmada is fighting back. I really do not like how Olzek is converting this piece. She suddenly has a lot of counterplay. Watch out, f4. f4, f5. This could get really...
Yeah, Olzek doesn't have a lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, but yeah, that's really strange. I mean, he said to me that that's his biggest problem, that converting winning positions, he's struggling. He's struggling, and he knows that's something he has to work on. And we did it. We did it. But again, we cannot fix everything in 1 month. So
Yeah.
Asmada has a realistic shot here, as much as I hate to admit it. Since I'm cheering for Olzek, she's fighting. She's fighting back. Knight e2. Knight e2 is like a terrible move. I suppose black just grabs material.
Yeah. We can pull that game up because the other games are done.
Yeah, it's just this game. It's just this game.
Last game of CoachChamps, and we finally have our first draw.
Right. Exactly. Oh, I'm already see what Olzek is going to blunder. Rook d1. Some knight retreat and queen d8. No? Thank goodness, no. Like, I can spot blunders miles away. I immediately see them. This move, again, I don't like because black's pieces are kind of disconnected. Everything is kind of hanging.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, now he's in the process to rearrange the pieces. It's not great. But as long as it gets the job done, who cares?
No, black's only problem is the time management. Black's position is
Yep.
completely winning. A
Yeah,
piece
it's been
for a
winning
pawn.
since move 8,
Yeah.
basically.
Winning very early in the game. Rook on e5 is strangely placed.
Yep, it is. I think there's something like g5, g4 somewhere, maybe just complicate stuff too much. 30 seconds. Come on, Olzek, just move, man. "25 seconds.
Yeah, there's a lot of time to think on one move.
F6. Okay, like he
Never-
spends
never
20
play
seconds.
F6.
F6. Ah, he's trying to trap the rook, like g5 and bishop f7.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Asmara, of course, he's going to go for an attack. Bishop f7, g5. Okay, fine. Knight e6. You got to play faster. You got to play faster. King is weak. That's what I don't like. There's always some h4 ideas. King f7. I don't think it feels safer on f7. Improve the pieces. Now he's panicking here. Like, that's his biggest weakness. I don't like how his pieces are scattered. The king is weak.
I like his extra piece.
Yeah, it feels good. Okay, I like this move, rook e5, secure the position. But again, there's going to be queen b3. Asmara is making a lot of effort to complicate things. The pawn on e4 is not under attack, unfortunately. Queen a3, nice sneaky move.
Confusing move, yeah.
Confusing move, but it also drops the pawn on e4. This is good news for Olje because it allows to trade off pair of rooks. Pawn on a7, though, is gone. The game continues. The pawn on b7 now is hit. And he blunders it. And the king goes to the center. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I have seen it like so many times. Like queen c8 or queen d7 and king goes to f4.
17 seconds left. Never play f3. Although f3 is a good
now
move.
It's actually a great move because queen c2 is the threat.
Yeah. Meeting f6 with f3. 3 seconds. 2 seconds.
Queen d7, king f4, and that's a mate, yeah.
Wow. Our students both lost.
Yeah.
To the tail enders.
Yeah. Yeah, and Asmara is very happy, of course, so good for her that she finished the tournament with 2 victories, but also, come on, man. Like, you have an extra piece after the opening.
Yeah.
Gotta work on this. Gotta work on this. He knows that's a problem. A lot of work.
Boy, the people who were in first, second, and third all lost this round. A brutal round.
Yep.
Bloodthirsty.
Really. So these are the results. As you can see. Also,
hey, our
by the way,
our guys tied for second.
Unbelievable. Yeah, so he still kept it. He still kept second place. JJ's third. Mosky's fourth. Asmara, because of this victory, climbs now to the 7th place because she defeated Gothenburgers. And I'm not really sure what does it mean for the overall rankings, but I suppose we are still going to get an interview with the winner of the tournament, and his name's Vitom, right? That was at least the plan.
Vitom is the winner. We'll interview him later. We're going to come on a short break, and we'll come back with interview with Vitom and the final standings. And we'll also give you the final standings for the coaches. Congratulations to Robert Ramirez, who won the tournament with a round to spare. And he needed it, too. Okay, we'll be back in a few minutes.
Join the community club on Chess.com and participate in amazing community events every week. On Mondays, challenge yourself with incredible openings in Opening Roulette. Don't miss on Title Tuesday every week right after Title Tuesday. On Wednesday, join Arena Kings and compete against a lineup of legendary creators. On Fridays, try the all-new Community Freestyle Fridays and throw opening theory out the window. And finally, round out the week by showing off your speed in the Community Bullet Brawl. Win prizes, battle legends, and challenge yourself. Play in the community tournaments every week on Chess.com.
It's only a pawn. So. Give me the bishop. Yes. Tactics. No. That's on F1. Oh yes. Oh yes. Check. No. That's on G2. Yeah. I'm scrambled. Someone find the queen so I can promote it. Me. Somewhere, it's only 8 balls. Somewhere it's me. Okay.
Everybody, that was a very exciting round, very exciting tournament. We're here with our champion Vitom. We're going to interview him. Congratulations. Good job.
Thanks.
So we have a few questions for you. My first question is, did the tournament go as expected? Are you pleasantly surprised? Did you play the way that you wanted to play? And did everything go as planned?
Yeah, I thought I was either going to win the first place or the last place. So, yeah, it started very well for me. And then I was just using the momentum. And yeah, after fourth round, I was almost certain that I will win.
All right. Fantastic. You know, Vitom, I obviously were following your games quite a bit, and I noticed that you always had this like a lot of confidence in your play. Like you was playing very quickly. You didn't really think too hard about some of the mistakes that you did along the way. So, do you think that the strong psychological resilience was the key to your success today?
Well, I wouldn't say so. I just like to complicate things, and at this level, it's good enough. But obviously, if I want to go to the next level, then it wouldn't work. So yeah, I will have to improve, play more solid, I guess.
Okay, and I have a question. Which game was your favorite game today?
Well, I think maybe against Asmada, that was a good game. And maybe the first game and the second game. Against Phoebe, I think I was losing at some point, but she didn't find the best move. Also, last few games were total rubbish. And I don't know. I don't remember about fifth round. Yeah.
So, as you know, Vitom, your coach, Robert Ramirez, he won the overall ranking. So he's the winner of the CoachChamps. So maybe what would be your message to Robert? And maybe you could talk a bit, how did your coaching with Ramirez went?
Yeah, thanks a lot to Robert. He's a great coach. He was very supportive. He didn't put any pressure on me. And yeah, we had a good communication. Yeah, I think he really improved my game. For example, we were working on tactics and he changed my approach. I was always solving puzzles by trying to guess the solution intuitively, and he would always insist that I calculate all the possible lines. And yeah, I think that thing helped me the most in my improvement.
Okay, congratulations to our winner, Vitom. Thanks for joining us. We're going to have a look at some of the standings of the tournament. Congratulations to Robert Ramirez for winning the CoachChamps. Here's the final standings.
Oh wait, what? I'm sharing the second place? How is
Somehow
that even
I didn't come in last. Amazing. Archers, you got second. Tied for
yeah,
second.
but it's second with Levy. How it's possible? I thought I was sixth place or something. Now I'm in second. Okay, I'll take it.
These are the final standings. Congrats to Robert Ramirez for winning CoachChamps with 24 points. Archers and Levy get 21 points, tie for second. And there's the rest of everybody else. I had my best day was my final day when I did commentary, so that's good. Congratulations, Archers.
Yeah, thank you, of course, Ben. We should do more commentary for students, right? Even though psychologically, Ben, it's so difficult. Like, I wish I wouldn't do it, but apparently the results are better.
That's right. Good results.
All right. Yeah, like this was a pretty fantastic initiative. Like, to be honest, I'm hoping that the CoachChamps is going to return in one form or another. Like, it's going to become a tradition, because I felt like this was the logical outcome, the finale of the improvement challenge that Chess.com launched this year. And me being an active chess coach and professional, I'm very happy to see this. That Chess.com.
Yeah, this was a great event. Yeah,
really
I agree.
Great.
We got more standings, more results for you guys. Let's put them on the screen. Who is the best chess coach in the world? And somehow Levy won. I can't believe it. A shocker.
Oh, all right. So that's the improver's choice. And guess who is second?
Looks like you came in second again, Archers.
I'm afraid, Levy, we cannot use this as a tiebreaker. No, we are going to share. No, we are not going to use this as a tiebreaker just because you got more votes on some poll. I'm not going to accept it.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching CoachChamps 2025. We hope we'll be back to see you next year in CoachChamps 2026. I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold, here with my fellow commentator, GM Archers, Nakeshans, and we'll see you guys next year in CoachChamps, and probably before that also. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you. Take care.